Yes, guys, welcome back to another show. This is your Premier League weekend review. Our last Premier League weekend review of the season. I know it's sad. But guys, it's been a great season. It's been a great year. And it's been a great 8 months for me on YouTube as well. I've enjoyed every single minute of it so far. And next season is only going to get better on the channel as well. Big things happening on the channel next season. The channel will get better and better, bigger and bigger. And more content coming your way, especially next season, guys. Got a lot of things lined up, a lot of plans, a lot of ideas. Of course, we've got a lot of stuff going through the summer as well. So, yeah, there's all a lot of stuff happening, Savage, if you're in the chat, put a thumbs up, mate, and I'll send you the link. Matthew, my man, how are you, Matthew? Hope you're cool, my man. Hope you're cool. Yeah, Savage, if you're in the chat, just put a thumbs up, and I'll send you the link if you want to jump on, my man. There he is. Right, I'll send him the link. There we go. Evening, John Conway, my man. Yes, John Conway in the house. How you doing, fella, John? Hope you're doing good, John. Afternoon, Gary. Hope everyone's doing well. I love doing these 12:30 ones. Everyone seems to be about nice and chilled. So, guys, how are we all feeling? Let's get Savage in the house. How you doing, my friend?
How are we doing?
Doing good, you know. Doing good. Had a good sleep. Had a little lay in. The wife took the kids to school without telling me, so it's all been good.
Big up the missus, man.
Hey, you doing good though, yeah?
I feel good, man. I feel good. I feel fine, man.
Yeah, same. What's up, Jamie? I was already waiting for a call in ratings only to fall asleep. Tom Izzy, come on. We've got a big show Wednesday night, so make sure you're there for that one, mate. Big show Wednesday night. Make sure you're there for that one because that's our Premier League season review. Should be a good show, that. So, yeah, and we want to hear your Steven Gerrard story, Tom Izzy. He met Stevie, so he's got a story to tell us. Good, thank you, Jamie. About John, Tony, now, right, people. Tone, what's with the emojis?
Tone's angry, man.
Tone's still upset. Tone's still angry. Is that your dog in the background? Is that a cockapoo?
Yeah, man. Little Pablo, man. Multi-poo.
Oh, cute.
He's on one, man. Who's saying Pablo? Yeah, he's on one, man.
Yeah, the wife brings me a cup of tea and everything like that.
Come on.
She's the best. Can't do it without him, I tell you. I can't.
No, you can't, man.
Can't do it without her. So, Premier League review, guys. Premier League review. You know how this works, guys. We look at all the teams, all the weekend games, and we laugh at Man United. That is how we do it on this channel. Man United fans, they crack me up. I don't know why they're coming with all the smoke this morning at Liverpool fans. And they're having to go at Stevie for messing up against Man City. It's madness. You know, what have United done this season? Actually, Stevie with Villa's team did better against City than they did all season.
It's facts.
It's still having a pop. But yeah, Ten Hag had his, I don't know if you saw it, Ten Hag had his press conference today and bigging United up and the wonderful team he's going to bring with him and all that. And then, you get there, be there for a few months and realise what the hell he's done. That's what's going to happen. I'm on beer again, drowning the hurt. Tony, my man. We've got a game Saturday. We're going to be fine. So let's get to these. Let's get the tea. Let's get the bloody thing up. Oh dear. Yeah, we had surveyors ran today and everything. It's been a nightmare.
Busy one, man.
Yeah, and it's not even for us. Next door are having loads of work done. So they're having a new kitchen done or something like that. And because we're a terraced house, they had to come into our house to make sure they don't break anything, going through the walls and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, that's fun. Right. Here we go. Let's share the screen. So how's your morning been?
Fine, man. Fine. Gym, creating some content, editing, and then yeah, man. There's Sky Sports News, the usual. You watched? Have you seen the Sky Sports today?
I haven't actually. I haven't actually seen the telly at all today.
If you click on YouTube, Sky Sports, Carvalho, Liverpool.
Oh
gone.
yeah, I saw that. I saw that pop up on Twitter. I'm
Yeah,
proper
yeah,
happy
yeah.
about that. He's got to be.
Yeah,
such a
that was nice. Even though it was expected, it's nice to see it properly without rumours. Now it's just a done thing. So I think they said he signs properly on the 1st of July, but he's our player now. So
yeah. I think that's when all the transfers officially can start. Ain't
yeah.
it?
Beautiful thing, man. Excited. That's all it is now for me. I'm just like, you know what I mean? There was an excitement, and then obviously Man City's won. So now it's just like a relief that it's done now. And you know what I mean? The anxiety is gone, and we can just look forward to Champions League and then look forward to next season, which should be exciting, man.
Yeah, so I'm more chilled and relaxed now.
Me too.
It's over. I mean, the league, it's just tense, ain't it? It's not good for your heart rate, is it, at all?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can't watch any I wouldn't anyway, but I can't watch any Man City. Like, I couldn't go and watch any of the match and stuff again now. But I seen like a minute of Pep Guardiola's press conference when he was bigging up Liverpool.
Yeah.
And then I turned it off when he started to say good stuff about his own team. But to be fair to Guardiola, like, all's fair in love and war, and it's been a bit of, you know what I mean, he's come across a bit salty the last month of the season. I kind of get it because he's trying to defend his team, and I can understand why. If you're the team that's always leading, like if you take our Liverpool bias out of it, usually in this rivalry we've had with them, they've been ahead of us all the time, apart from one season. So for him, he's probably thinking, hold on a minute. For all my team's doing, you keep talking down to us, but that's not. I think he's taking it personal, but he doesn't get it, and it's a Man City thing. It's not a Pep Guardiola thing. It's just because they got that small club mentality thing won't leave them for another, I don't know, maybe another 5-10 years, and then obviously then they'll be talking big. If they continue the way they are, it's going to be hard for anyone to say anything to them. I mean,
they'll be the most successful team, right?
Yeah,
that'll be. But yeah, it's weird with Man City fans. I heard some of bits on the radio this morning. For you the radio woman, you know, you got all the City fans and the City celebrity fans coming out now, like the Gallagher brothers and all that sort of stuff. And all they can do is talk about Liverpool. And I'm like, your team just won the league. Why are you talking about us?
Exactly, rent free, Jamie.
Why are you talking about us? Just
rent free.
They go on about the media love Liverpool, but people don't shut up talking about Liverpool. So
yeah, if we won yesterday, I would not have been talking about Man City.
No, neither would I. I'd be bigging up my own team constantly.
Yeah. I did see the Gallagher one because he was arguing with Carragher on Twitter. He sent him a tweet saying, what are you saying now then, Carragher? And then Carragher said, I'm saying you're never going to win the Champions League, and Beatles are better than Oasis.
Yeah. Right. He's right on both. Right on both. I like growing up. I loved Oasis. I won't lie.
Yeah, everyone loves Oasis, man. They're the class.
They're a great band. Don't get me wrong. They're a great band. They're pricks, but they're they're a great band. They write great music, but they want to be the Beatles so bad. That's not.
Yeah. That's facts. Yeah.
And they're going out. City pundits today mouthing off about us winning 2 trophies is unreal. Oh no, it's. I will say one thing before we start with this review, because I thought about this yesterday.
Yeah.
But the way Pep and Man City talk about the Champions League now, like they don't care, they're starting to get it into other people's minds that the Champions League trophy might not actually be that big anymore. Have you noticed that as well?
Yeah, I saw it with Redknapp and Mickey Richards.
They're getting it into people's minds now that the Champions League might not actually be what it used to be, and it might not be the trophy anymore. It's all about the Premier League. What utter bullshit.
What I will say is, like, it's only in England that people talk like that. No one abroad thinks that. Abroad, the Champions League is the biggest thing out there.
Yeah, exactly. The one to be John. I know. They talk about they hate Scousers, they hate Liverpudlians, but the Gallagher's dressed like Paul McCartney and John Lennon for their whole life. You know, took all the riffs from their music and put it into their own.
Yeah, and if Carragher and Liam had a boxing match, Carragher will punch him up, man. So just relax.
He does.
He boxes, man. Yeah, he's pretty good as well. So he needs to relax, man.
But he looks fit, don't he? He looks like
he does. He does.
He looks like.
Did you watch the Legends game?
Yeah. Did you see the tackle we put on Neville?
Mate, you know what was kidding me, Jamie? I don't know why I found it. You would get this joke because of this channel. that Voronin's played up front for most of the game. I was in stitches. I couldn't believe it because I didn't see the ponytail.
No,
but the ball went in, and I was like, "Who is that guy?" Because his hair's not blonde anymore.
I didn't know it was Voronin at first sight because he looked completely different.
And then I was like, "Oh, Voronin, he's better now than he was then."
Yeah, exactly. I'd have him now.
That's amazing, man. Dirk Kuyt still look the same.
Yeah, Cow. He looks exactly.
He looks the same. And then Gonzalez free kick, man. Oh,
that was a heck of a free kick. I love the way they were picking Mark Gonzalez up though in the game commentary.
I know, yeah. That's what they always do in Legends game. People who ain't even.
We forgot.
Yeah. Because let's be honest, man. Listen, I got respect for Voronin, anyone who played for our club, but he's not a Liverpool. He's great. No,
Ukraine's version of Andy Carroll. It's so true.
Louis Garcia's goal though.
Oh, when he did the step over. Oh my word! I would have broke my legs trying to do that.
What a goal, man!
But he still looks great, don't he? He still looks great.
Yeah, he does, man. I love seeing the older players, and I'd love to have a sit down with them. I've done it a few times at Anfield, but I'd love like a whole night with all the legends there, and then just invite a few fans. You pay for a ticket, and you just get to be in a room, have dinner, and speak to them.
Yeah, like a hotel sort of thing, and they do like a show.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, we get them on this channel, Jay. That'd be cool, man. You get one of the guys on the channel.
I probably could. I mean, I
think you could.
If I emailed them or go through their agent or something like that, so. I probably could because, they like the exposure, don't they?
Yeah.
They don't like to be forgotten about at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Jimmy Traore should have playing. I love Jimmy Traore. I know he got a lot of shit as a Liverpool fan, but he's still a big Liverpool fan now, Traore. So I remember when we got him and everyone said, "Oh, this player's a diamond." AC Milan wanted him, Milan wanted him, Real Madrid wanted him. And I was like, Jesus Christ, we must have a player. When I saw him play, I was like, no.
Jamie, that was always the line back in the day. Anytime somebody came to Liverpool to say, AC Milan wanted him, just
like to pick him up. It's like when
I knew he was rubbish against Barnsley, man. We lost to Barnsley one time, and he scored an own goal back heel, and I was like, no, this can't be happening, man.
Oh, it's just, we've beaten United 12-1 over 3 games. Jesus Christ.
United
so dead. Remember his own goal at Burnley? Yep.
Oh, shocking.
He is what he is, and I love him for it though, because he didn't act like he was. The thing is, Traore didn't never act like he was the big man. He was just,
and he always tried.
Yeah, he always tried. The man's got a Champions League medal, for goodness sake. At the end of the day, I love all our legends. I really do. I love that they still have an affinity with the club. Now, Mark Gonzalez only played for 6 months. He's got an affinity with the club. Dirk Kuyt loves Liverpool. I think Feyenoord's his team, but he's got a massive love for Liverpool.
Jamie, where's Steve Finnan? Like, where is he? Like, we just never see him.
Is he a recluse now?
I just feel like he finished his career and just hidden. He's gone into hibernation or something.
He's probably in the Himalayas somewhere, growing a beard and humming. But I used to love Steve Finnan.
Finnan was a top player, man.
Such an underrated fullback.
Yeah.
If he was playing now, he'd be one of them, because Twitter weren't about back then. But if Finnan was playing now, everyone would take the piss out of him and wouldn't give him the flowers he deserves, because he's then one of them no nonsense fullbacks who just gets the job done, and people think for some reason them players are shit, which I've never understood. If they don't do a flick or a trick, you're not a very good footballer in today's eyes.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Finnan was quality. He was quality. He was a great
guy. Quality, yeah.
I remember his goal. What was that goal he scored against? It was a blinder. He took on 2 players and had a shot just inside the box.
Yeah.
I can't remember it was
Big
against.
Goal, man.
It was at Anfield, but it was a quality goal. He's a quality footballer. Steve Finnan is another Ben Davies at Liverpool. Don't seem to exist. Ben Davies, Jesus Christ. I love Stevie Finnan.
Ben Davies was just a shrewd bit of business as well. That was.
Yeah.
Buy him for cheap and sell him for more is what the plan is there.
Yeah. They were just like, all right, we'll buy you for a few training sessions.
They should never have let him take that photograph, man. I feel so bad for him.
No. I mean, he must have woke up that morning to his wife, looking at his wife in bed, thinking, this is it. We've made it. The dream.
Exactly.
The dream. And
I bet he sent WhatsApp pictures out to all of his friends as well.
You would do it now. Not selfies outside the training centre. one with Klopp having a cuddle and all that. And I have made it. You lot are beneath me now.
Mate, there's no way. He must have thought, yeah, he signed and then he had to watch Liverpool's games when we had like, listen, no disrespect to it. This is not dissing anyone, but he had to watch Reece and Kabak at the back here. And and he still couldn't play. Because listen, Kabak ended up being a little bit of a like, towards the end, everyone like loved him, but he was kind of like, we all know that you're kind of limited, but we kind of love you now because you came back in it. But his first game, Kabak, he done something crazy. I was like against Norwich or someone. I was like, nah, get it. You can't play with this guy anymore.
That just shows you how much Klopp actually thought of Ben Davies, which is crazy. Absolutely.
I don't even think Klopp signed him, to be honest. I think that was all FSG.
I think that was just FSG. Klopp don't even know where Preston is, let alone bloody where.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if when Klopp finished his career and they ask him about Ben Davies, like, I never met him.
No, yeah, Klopp didn't even meet him.
Yeah. That was crazy, man.
Titty Camera, he was fantastic. One season he had, Jesus Christ. I think he got 13 goals that season.
Yeah.
Season.
I just remember one game in the green kit, and he rocketed it, man. Player, man.
Interesting guy. Marius, I'll take it you're a City fan, but that's fine. No problem with that. Right, let's get to the Premier League review. Andrew, sorry, mate. My thing for some reason didn't accept you. Andrew, come in on Wednesday night, Andrew. For some reason, I just pressed thingy on you and it kicked you out. I have no idea why. Come back on Wednesday night. Andrew. Sorry about that, mate. Right. Where am I? Okay, I get it. I've already got it up, ain't I? Jesus Christ, I'm all over the shop. Yeah, Andrew, for some reason it's not letting you in, mate. So come back in on Wednesday. Come back in Wednesday, Andrew. Right, let's get to it. Right, Arsenal, Everton. So, yeah, Arsenal, when there's nothing to play for, they look good. Typical Arsenal.
Arsenal
Nothing
fans.
to play for, and they look decent. And
you know what? That must feel even more disrespectful to Arsenal fans that they decided to do that to Everton on the last game of the season. Because if you'd done that to Newcastle, it'd be a different story.
Yeah, it just shows the mentality of the team, don't it? There is none.
Yeah.
There is no mentality.
Exactly.
I mean, look who scored for Everton. Jesus Christ, I didn't even know.
Donny van der Beek on his way out back to United.
Back to United with a manager that might actually love him, you know?
Yeah, Ten Hag loves him, man, so...
I think Donny van der Beek's one of them footballers. There's so many like it who just need an arm around the shoulder and loved. It might be weird being a grown man, but some people are just like that. Some people are just
can you
like
imagine
that.
what it does to your mentality, getting this big move, everyone's talking about you, and then when you get to this club, the manager doesn't play you. Weird. Very weird, man. But Arsenal. Listen, I just want to say, Arsenal fans, are the reason why I don't like Arsenal. It's not Arsenal why I don't like Arsenal.
No,
it's just the fans.
I'm the same.
When I was a kid, and obviously we were struggling, Liverpool, I just used to like watch Arsenal play football. Henry is one of my favourite players. And in school, there wasn't that they weren't that rude to me, Arsenal fans.
No.
You know what I mean? They bragged on in their own right. But as I grew older, and then YouTube and that came around, and I see all these Arsenal fans, I'm like, even yesterday when we had done ours, and then even when I was in the chat on Coppish, I've seen people like Arsenal fans saying stuff. I'm like, bro, have you not just seen what's happened to your team? Hey, man. It's salty, man. It's a bad time, man. That's
Yeah. I mean, as a football team, I've got all due respect for Arsenal Football Club.
Yeah, me too.
But their fan base, and it's hard to blame AFTV. I mean, because they're the biggest Arsenal on social media, and you know everyone goes there. Let's face it, I subscribe to them because I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I go there for when when shit hits the fan. It's the funniest place in the world to go, and and that's why most people do it. But some of the fan bases, I mean, when they was only fourth by 4 points with 3 games to go, or 4 games to go, and you know they're going on about we're going to chase Chelsea down in third, and like, calm down, You're lucky to be fourth, to be fair. Your squad is terrible. You've got El Neni and Xhaka in your midfield. I mean, and they're
It felt
playing.
like it felt like every other football fan when Arsenal was on that little run. It's like every other football fan other than them knew that it's going to come where you're going to trip up, and then they lost 3 games back to back and ruined the whole season.
Yeah.
It's a very weird thing.
It's just madness. But Gabriel Martinelli at last scored a goal, because I've been told Gabriel Martinelli is the next bloody Pele by a lot of people. So I'm glad he scored a goal at last. Jesus Christ.
I'm kind of like you, Jamie. You know, I can enjoy watching him play football, but first of all, it's not often. It's not very consistent.
No.
And second of all, we've saw this story 1,000 times. We saw Jot Rodwell and Sinclair and all these players who don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
and Ince's son. All these guys.
Do you remember when Paul Ince was taking Tom all around the world just to get him to a club?
Yeah, there was that thing about Inter Milan, innit?
Sign him. Going to Liverpool, sign him. Going to Inter Milan, sign him. Sign him. Then he ends up at Hull.
Lessons need to be learned, man, because I just remember Rodwell lighting up the Prem at Sunderland, and then all of a sudden Man City coming for him and ruined his whole life, bro.
Yeah, it's just people got to be careful where they big up players. So I can definitely see Gabriel Martinelli has talent. There's no doubt about that. The man has talent. He's very good technically. He's quick. He's direct. But I think it's what we do as fans. Sometimes we're very reactionary as football fans. That's just the way football fans are sometimes. But
yeah,
we've got to stop bigging young players up and just let, because you can be, for me, I've always said this, I don't think Wayne Rooney got better as a player as he got older. I think he was at his prime between 18 and 20.
I agree, yeah.
As he got older, I don't think he got any better. He sort of stayed the same, but he just...
Well, he got rubbish when his hairline come back, and he started to get worse.
And he never looked after his body properly. I mean, he looks like a 50-year-old alcoholic now, don't he? I mean, he looks absolutely terrible, and he just never looked after himself properly. But when he was 18 and 20, the man was absolutely unreal. Yeah. There's no doubt about it.
Incredible.
But for me, when he got into 21, 22, I don't think he was much better than he was when he was 18, 20. That's what I mean by it. So, and then they were calling him the White Pele, if I remember rightly, and all this stuff. Remember all that nonsense? I was like, can't he just be Wayne Rooney? Can't he just be Wayne Rooney?
Yeah, they always do that stuff, man. It's
because they're nowhere
English
near.
media kill it for that. Yeah, do you remember like around them times with Rooney growing up, we were like the English media was focused on one guy. Meanwhile, Germany were building a whole squad. I remember watching Germany's under-21s World Cup, and they had like Neuer, Ozil. They had like all of them guys who went and won the World Cup, the main World Cup. They won the under-21s first, broke in, and then England was still talking about one player. And then they took over. Then I remember Germany and Spain dominated that whole decade, man. But
still do now. I mean, we spoke about last week, weren't it, when we said that Chelsea, England just think negatively and not positively about football. Yeah, and, that's why we are where we are. We just put everything.
Southgate's style of football is quite negative as well, man.
Oh, super negative. Did you see what AC Milan did for Tomori? Jesus Christ!
Yeah, exactly.
I went back because I don't. It's so hard to watch foreign leagues now because
of course.
I used to have Spanish games on every week, 2 or 3 Spanish teams on every weekend. I used to watch them all. I used to love watching it. I'm not paying another subscription to watch the Liga. Do you know what I mean?
No, they're mugging everyone off, man.
And then I watch a bit of Dutch football because it's on that Mabola TV or something where I watch on Nations and it's free. And I watch a bit of the German stuff because that is on B2 Sport. So I've got a free couple of hours, I'll whack it on and watch it. But I'm not regularly watching that sort of football. But these players that we big up, it's just, I like Martinelli, but I think we just got to let him, stay at Arsenal and see what he does in the next 2 to 3 years. And he might not progress. Some players are really good when they're younger and never progress.
I agree, Jamie. I think if we're all honest, out of all the youngsters in the Premier League only, probably much in the better teams, I've only seen Foden kick on.
Yeah.
I mean, Trent's still young. You always forget how old he is because he's so good.
It's mad, isn't it? Yeah.
Foden and Trent. Gallagher's been really good. I don't know how old Declan Rice is, but
23.
He's been dope. It's because Declan Rice looks like he's 37, and I don't. So I always forget.
He looks very mature for his age, don't he?
I like Declan Rice though. He's a good player, man.
Yeah,
But
he holds himself well as well. He talks well.
yeah. Apart from that, I mean, at the beginning of the season, all the talk was about Arsenal's youngsters, which is fair enough because that's all they had. But they've not all got better. Like Smith Rowe fell off a little bit towards the end of the season. Saka's had too much to do, and now he's not as good. Martinelli's not consistent enough.
They burnt Saka out.
Simple. Yeah. So
we did it at Michael Owen. We did it at Michael Owen. We burnt him out at such a young age because he was a phenomenal talent, and we just played him every week. You can't do that. No. Let's get some of these comments. Oh, hang on. Tony said, did you expressions taking a piss out of troops? Yeah, the expressions cracks me up. Some of the stuff he says on the top of his head is hilarious.
Yeah, they did the watch along together, didn't they?
Yeah.
Brutal.
But they're mates, ain't they? They're mates at the end.
Yeah, the best friends, man. And to be fair, they're getting paid, so it's all good.
Yeah, exactly. And they're making bank as well. That's not, you know what I mean? Still heartbroken, depressed about it. Oh, Andrew, you'll be fine, mate. Andrew, don't forget Saturday. You'll see me. I'll cheer you up Saturday in Liverpool. Don't worry.
Come on, Andrew, man. You'll be a good man. You'll be all right, man.
Down our neck, a few whiskey chasers, and we'll be fine. LFC Aaron in the house, big up. Big up,
Aaron. Big up, Luca.
I was absolutely fuming when Villa went 2-0 up. I'm so sure we was about to bottle it, but the mentality of our team is extraordinary, honestly. Yeah, it is.
It's facts, bro.
You can't deny that. And it's the first time since 2009, I believe, that Man City have come back at half-time from being 2-0 down.
You can't write that story, Jamie. You can't write the fact that they went out, they lost to Real Madrid by losing that many goals in 5 minutes, and then they won the league by doing it. You cannot write stuff like that, bro.
No. Not once were we top yesterday. We didn't take our chances when we were 1-0 and they were 2-0 gutted. But that's football. Yeah, exactly, Doug. Oh, Doug, you're good, man. You're good, Doug. Yeah, that was the only thing I was a bit thinking about because I think if we was in, part of me does think if we was in front against Wolves when City were 2-0 down, would that have changed it a little bit? I'm not sure because City are so good. Yeah. But you never know, do you? You know, but
it's kind of hard. I think
it's a hard.
When you heard Henderson speak and he said they asked him about the result in the Man City game while he was playing, did you know? I kind of agree with him, and judging on that, I don't think it would have made a difference because he said that he could hear that Liverpool fans just randomly started cheering, but then he said he could hear Wolves fans cheering, and then he's like, after a bit, we're so into the game that we started to get confused with the score, so we just played the game because it's a lot of noise, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
well, it's like Robbo scored the third goal and he said, "I've never heard Anfield so quiet."
Yeah, exactly. And then obviously they thought that they'd scored and started cheering.
It was over, wasn't it? It was that, and then someone said Coutinho equalised to make it 3-3, and the crowd went.
Oh, mate!
And I was like, "Who the hell started that rumour?"
Bro, I seen Virgil stood up and told everyone to calm down, and then the cameraman on Minamino, and he was going to all the fans, calm down. I was like, for flip's sake, man. Klopp looked confused. He was hugging people and all sorts, man. Listen, we got Klopp.
It's what it is, ain't it? This team we're an amazing team. It's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate that we've got just a team that's just a little bit better than us in the league. Simple as that.
Yeah, but I do stand by that. Man City won the league, innit? We didn't throw it away; they just won it. So clearly,
exactly.
Yeah.
Rice is overrated. I understand where you're coming from. When I say about overratedness,
I agree, Tony.
I always say certain players are overrated, but that doesn't mean they're shit footballers. It still means
that's what I think as well, Tony. Yeah, that's what I think.
I understand what you're saying. A lot of people are putting Declan Rice in that Steven Gerrard bracket. And that's overrated. That's what overrated.
Of course. Yeah, I agree. He's still a top player, but he's overrated.
He's still a top player, yeah, exactly.
That's English tax too, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. They wouldn't have been talking about him like this, though, if he decided to stay Irish.
100%.
Same with Jack Grealish.
100%.
I remember when Jack Grealish decided to play for England, and the media kept saying about, well, that's his international future finished because he never played for England, and then he did. So, yeah, these is that Gangandy? Yeah, Gangandy. I think the points dropped at Brentford away and Brighton at home ended up costing us in the end. It's always the draws against mid-table teams. Yeah. I agree with you. Yeah. Everyone going about the Spurs result? Nah, it's not. Drawing the Spurs is a good result. Spurs are a top team. and they're going to be a top team. Getting a draw against a top 6 team isn't the end of the world. It's when you play your Brightons when you're 2-0 up and they could have actually won 3-2.
Yeah.
That's where the problems are. And
that's true. It is the first time that we've ever fingered, though, that we've ever drawn all our games against the top 3. That's never happened. Normally, we beat them at least once, normally at Anfield, but we didn't this season. So
no, look, they're good teams still at the end of the day. We have no right to beat anybody. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, they are still good teams as well at the same time. If Rice suppose he's worth 100 million plus, a prime Stevie worth 100 million plus, imagine a prime Stevie 20 goals a season. Oh yeah, Stevie in this market now, if he was 26, would be 150, 200 million easy.
Yeah. Then again, Jamie, he might not get the English tax because it's a Scouser. So
yeah, it'd be Scouse tax. That'd be like 10.
Yeah. So they knock it off and say that it's not worth it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm going to take it. Tony's Irish.
To be fair to Tony, I can understand why it would bother you, man. Because it's not like England was in need of players.
No, exactly.
Him and Grealish being in the Irish squad, considering Ireland's pretty good now, that would have been a great team. So,
I mean, I think we're just copying what the rest of the world does now.
Yeah,
let's face it. I mean, look at Germans. Look at the Germans. They've got about 7 poles.
100%.
You know, it's, I think we're just copying what.
Yeah, Thingy kills me with that, man. I always, every time I watch a Polish game, I forget that Matty Cash plays with them. I seen him celebrating with Lewandowski a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, "What the hell's going on here?"
A decent footballer, Matty Cash.
He's good. I like him. I do. He's a good baller,
man. Big up, fellas. Hope you're both having a quality day. Just at the moment, big up,
Jack, man.
Hope you're doing well, mate. Can't wait to see you the weekend, Jack. So yeah, I'll see Jack the weekend. All that, everyone down in Liverpool. It's gonna be a good
times.
Can't wait for it. Well, at least Carvalho news has cheered me up. Yeah, there you go. Not much. Also, if we miss out on Tuchemeni, both us and Real Madrid have agreed. Yeah, this Tuchemeni stuff. Be honest, guys. Just wait till Paul Joyce says it's done, and then then we can. Because what his agent is doing, he knows the only 2 clubs that can sign him are Real Madrid and Liverpool, and they're the only 2 clubs he wants to go to. And they're just waiting. The agents just doing what agents do. They're picking up their player to the highest bidder.
It's weird though, Jamie, isn't it?
Yeah, I think whoever wins the Champions League, he goes to. I think it's as simple as that.
That's what I think's going to happen, but I do find that a bit weird because I ain't going to lie. I know it's not him, it's probably his agent, but I'd be like, hold on a minute. You just come to us just because we won the Champions League. Like, we're still a massive club. Like, it's not going to change it. It's not going to change much.
Klopp don't like that, though.
I wouldn't like it. It's weird, bro.
Klopp hates that sort of thing. Klopp always said, you come to Liverpool because you want to play at Liverpool, not because what we're winning.
That's like a girl saying, like, I fancy both geezers and that, but I'm going to wait to see which one of them gets the job.
Yeah.
Like, I'll wait to see which one gets the highest paid job, and then I'll go with him. But I'm not a gold digger or anything. I'm not a glory hunter. I'm just waiting. Flipping.
No, totally. I hope you're both well, lads. And we're doing good, man. Good. Hi, chat. Everyone's well. If Rice was Irish, he'd be worth nothing.
That's facts.
Big up Matthew, our local hammer. Big up Matthew. West Ham had a quality season. David Moyes doing bits. The French team is mad. All changed nationality. Yeah, that is true. That's true.
Yeah, they just changed it.
Benzema's not even French, is he?
He's Algerian.
Zidane was Algerian.
Zidane as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it happens everywhere, don't it? It happens everywhere. Question: do you think if we were proactive last summer and signed Diaz as opposed to January, we would have been team leading the league and City would be chasing? I think so.
I agree.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah.
But
because if there's only 1 point in it, then I definitely think Diaz in one of those games early in the season could have done something, especially like the Man City or Chelsea game.
Yeah, only thing what Diaz needs to do, though, and I love Diaz already, but he needs to improve his one-on-ones.
Yeah,
his one-on-one finishing is awful. But saying that, so was Suarez when he came in January for Liverpool. And then the following season, he was just unbelievable. So, might just be his bedding in period. We beat Real, then take a player off them, 2 players off. Yes, Jack. Rice has definitely been drinking the Iron Brew. He has the body of the whole.
Yeah, he's got bigger, man.
Yeah, he's filled out. He's getting up. He's at an age where you do, don't you? When
Trent's got bigger as well, though, hasn't
Yeah, I've seen Trent in his interview with Sky Sports yesterday. His shoulders were like,
Yeah, his shoulders. Yeah, he's got bigger, man. Because I remember he looked a bit flimsy before.
yeah, he's a strong little player. So let's finish this Arsenal. Cedric Suarez scoring. That's how shit Everton were. Gabriel and Martin Odegaard, who's apparently the greatest thing since sliced bread. But I had a feeling that Arsenal would win this game. Everton's last game of the season was the other day, wasn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
at Goodison, that was their game. Leeds beating Brentford 2-1. Don't know about you, Savage. I actually didn't see this result.
I said it was going to be a draw.
Yeah, I didn't see Leeds actually winning this game. I thought Brentford at home, last home game of the season, that crowd's usually really good, usually up for it. I thought that might just be too much for Brentford, but no, Brentford have had a great season. And Leeds, they up, and Rafinha getting a goal. Maybe his attitude has changed at last because that man's been.
It was a penalty, Jay.
Yeah, it's true. But that man has been moaning and moping for weeks now. And do you reckon he's off? Do you reckon Rafinha's off? Do you reckon that was his last?
Yeah, definitely. Bayern Munich or Madrid, I think.
Yeah, all Barcelona are apparently interested as well. Just don't know where Barcelona are getting his cash from. It's
man,
mad.
this money thing's getting weird now, man.
It's so corrupt, it's unreal. Let's face it. It's so. If a team in this country was in £1 billion worth of debt and had to sell out all their assets, i.e., Leeds United in 2001, when they had to sell all their assets because Rizdale was writing checks he couldn't afford, a bit like Barcelona were doing. They sell all their assets because they sold all their assets. They got relegated. Barcelona, they're like, no, we'll just get a loan. What? I can't get a loan if I've got a little bit of my credit score down. How can you get a loan when you're £1 billion in debt?
Mate, these are backed by states now. It's very weird.
Madness. It's
because
absolute madness.
PSG, I think they're in there were 700 million in minus in their calendar year, and then they've just offered Mbappe everything.
It's so going on. There is so because they're Barcelona and Real Madrid, they will never be touched by anyone. And
no,
because they're the kings of football, ain't they? But
and you know that the PS one of the I think it's the UEFA. One of the guys on the UEFA board is cousins with the PSG chairman.
Is he?
So yeah, it's a fact one.
That can't be allowed, surely. Matt, your team next, man. I'm sorry to do it to you. So Brighton 3, West Ham 1, and Man United lost to Palace as well. So West Ham won this game. No, they're playing Europa League football and not. I think they're in Conference League. West Ham.
Yeah, this is quite disappointing,
Yeah, I liked West Ham all season. I've got time for West Ham. Yeah. Brighton. Brighton ended the season quite well, to be fair. Pascal Gross, Danny Welbeck, remembering how to score goals. Miguel Antonio getting the goal for West Ham. But tell you what, Brighton, the last few weeks, the end of the season, started to pick up their goal scoring a little bit.
Brighton had a great start to the season because they were like top 6 for ages.
Yeah.
And then they had a terrible middle part around Christmas, and then they picked back up again.
Yeah,
to be fair to Brighton, when I look at their team, because I like their manager anyway, but I think it just shows the resources they've got in it. Like they're going to have a dip, so if they can start seasons well again and pick up the points, then they'll always be all right. But
yeah, definitely, guys. We've only got 21 likes so far, and there's 21 of you in here right now. So hit the like button, guys. This is the last Premier League review of the season, guys. So go and smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button as well, guys.
Yeah,
much love, and I'll put Savage's links in after the show, so you can go and sub in as well. Right, let's get some of these comments because there's been a few since we. Matty boy, we're doing well, my man. We're doing well. Everton never shone so brightly because we don't know the meaning of losing, apart from losing 20+ games a season. So come in, get down to Goodison Park. Woo! Big up, Matty Smith. Matt, you stayed up, my man. That game against Arsenal really didn't matter to you, to be fair. Let's face it. And you stayed up, so big congrats to you, Matty. Well done, Leeds. Big fan base. Deserve to stay in the Premier League. Need them major improvements. Yeah, I think if they got Jesse March in 10 games before they did, they would have been up before the last day of the season.
He needs a pre-season with him.
Yeah, I think Jesse March would do well. I think he'd do well. And they look, I know it's mad because they're still conceding goals, but they don't look as shambles at the back as they did before, if that makes sense. I know they're still conceding because, Leeds need players. They got a lot of championship level quality in their squad that are overperforming to the level they should be. So they need players. It's up to the chairman now to do something about it. Yeah, we need a rebuild. Yeah, I've heard. I don't know if you heard today. Liverpool put Ox for sale.
They have.
Liverpool. Paul Joyce said they're willing to listen to offers now for the Ox. Ox hasn't played a single minute for Liverpool since Liverpool Nottingham Forest in March.
No.
And
I hope he goes to a decent team.
That's when he came off with the up, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Apparently Paul Joyce now. If there's any journalist, I believe Liverpool News is usually Paul Joyce. And he said that Liverpool willing to listen to offers, and West Ham are favourites to sign him.
Oh, that's what me and you've been calling that for the last 3 months, bro.
It just seems the right place.
Yeah, it's London. He has to be in London, man.
I don't know why. What do you feel about that, Matthew? Ox in your midfield next season? Big up, Liz. Hope you're doing well. Liz, what's the time in Florida right now, Liz? It must be morning. Yeah, 1:10 here. 5 hours, ain't it? So, yeah, big up, Liz. Hope you know breakfast watching us. Mbappe gets like 150 million in his bank account plus 4 million a month. Shit. Right. And people wonder what, and people have the nerve to say, Liverpool won't give Salah 400k a week. There's a reason we can't compete with teams like PSG that are ruining football. They're ruining football. One man should not be getting this. We're trying to make, sometimes I feel like we're trying to make football like the NBA, where it's going to be about players more than teams now.
It's exactly what's happening.
And like LeBron James is bigger than basketball. Do you know what I mean? And he owns, he's got to be a billionaire, ain't he? If he ain't a billionaire already.
Yeah, it's close to it now. You
know what I mean? And people follow LeBron James. So wherever he goes, they will support.
Yep.
And I think you're starting to see that players now, player power. And Mbappe's like the LeBron James of football. So
because loyalty's gone in football now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's dead. That's why I love the way our team is, and I love that we do have a wage structure. I really do.
Yeah.
Because it keeps it partly still about football, if that makes sense.
The Mbappe thing's weird, man. I kind of think it doesn't have much to do with him, to be honest. I think he leaves it all up to his parents and his representatives, and then he just gets on with everything else.
The parents just see Euros.
Yeah, because listen, I can't vouch for Mbappe because we don't know the guy, but and obviously when I listen to speak, I have to hear subtitles and stuff. But from any time I've seen him speak, he seems like a quite humble guy who just likes to play football.
He does, because he don't talk a lot, does he? He keeps quiet.
Yeah, and he's laughing, to be fair, because of the age he is and this new contract. Even when he decides to go Real Madrid in 2 years, 3 years, he's only going to be 25.
Well, Real Madrid are pissed.
Yeah, they are. They're complaining, I think.
Yeah, Real Madrid have come off this a bit badly. I mean, they're complaining to UEFA.
Have you seen the complaint written down? It's quite funny that they're the team complaining about it.
I know. When they how many players are they upset in their history at other teams?
Mate, they only got the Galacticos because of robbing people's players off them.
Yeah, exactly. Matthew, keep the players and sell the ones that make no effort. Yeah, exactly. Who would you keep, Matthew? I'd be interested to know who would you keep in your West Ham team and who would you let go? Right in the chat, Matthew, because I'll be interested because I always think West Ham. Most of the players when I watch West Ham, they all look like they're giving 100% for David Moyes. I've got to admit.
Yeah,
there might be a few there that probably don't, but Yarmolenko, when he comes on, you can tell he's putting 100% effort in. He's just not got that.
Yeah,
and Antonio.
He's had his last game now, though, isn't it? His last game was against Man City.
I mean that man, but Antonio's a player.
He's a player.
Bowen's quality, as we know. Declan Rice, Souček. Souček always puts it on the line. Yeah, West Ham got some decent players.
They need a number 10. West Ham.
Yeah, they need a 10 and a goal scorer, probably, don't they?
Yeah. I agree because Lanzini's not the guy anymore. He ain't been for years, to be fair. When they had Payet was the last time I seen they looked exciting. but they've been good. So
yeah. Jimmy win that Pyatt. Jesus
yeah.
Christ. And I don't. Pyatt's another player who it could be anything he wanted, but he just can't be asked. I mean, he just looks like he can't. I mean, he went back. He said he can only live in the south of France, didn't he? I mean, so could we all. That's what. No, I mean, Marseille, Monaco, all that sort of area. They want, I go and live in the south of France as well. It wouldn't bother me, you know what I mean? 360 days of sun every year, you know what I mean? Yeah, we could all live there. That was hilarious. That's the reason he left West Ham, was his excuse. I can only live in the south of France. Jesus Christ. Like and share the stream, folks. Dad's in the house. Jamie, who do you think we need if anybody goes? We need midfielders in, because I think that's where most of the players are going to leave. I think Milner's going to go. Milner was tearing up at Anfield on Saturday. I think that might have been his last game.
I saw him with his kid, man. He looked like he was thinking about life, man.
Yeah, Ox is going to go. Look, don't get me wrong. Milner's a Yorkshireman, leads this to his heart, but I think Liverpool are very close to his heart as well now.
Yeah, I think so.
Ox is going to leave. There's going to be a few others, I think, in that area. Nat Phillips will leave in the centre-back area. Reece Williams won't. Reece Williams will stay because of the homegrown factor. You need a maximum homegrown players in your team, so he'll actually stay, which is mad. But Nat Phillips will get sold. I think Nico will get sold as well. So we're going to sell quite a few players we don't think we need. And with the Carvalho news today, apparently Liverpool only see him as an attacker. That can play.
He's going to play Salah spot, man.
That can play anywhere in the front three. That's how they see him. That's how Liverpool see him, apparently. Because we were having this talk for a while now. Will he play midfield and be the attacking eight? But apparently Liverpool only see him as a forward player. And we're overloaded.
He's really good on the right.
Yeah, and we're overloaded on the left-hand side, but with no one on the right. So I don't think he's Salah's replacement, but look, I've just got this feeling Salah's off. I think he's going. Real Madrid, Mbappe staying at PSG is a problem, because Real Madrid need a striker. They need an attacker. And the only other one available that very probably can get is Mbappe. But Liverpool go after over 100 million, even with a year left in his contract.
Yeah.
And rightly so as well. But if Salah stays and signs a contract, I'll be happy. And then Carvalho as his number two. That'll do me. Absolutely do me. Also, there's no loan for Carvalho. No, he's straight in the role. Klopp thinks he's going to be a key member. Same with Harvey Elliott. Don't forget, guys, Harvey Elliott next season's going to be different as well.
I'm excited to see him after pre-season, because I think I said it to you in the chat when you was on. I could be wrong in that, but obviously it's what I do in my personal life. I put my job in it, and Harvey Elliott looks a bit chunky to me. Yeah.
He's got that puppy fat.
Yeah, and you would get that as well from being injured, but he looks like he needs to lean out a little bit. But still dope player though. He's
probably been back on the bread when Mo ain't about. That's what it was. He's been back on the bread because Mo told him no carbs, didn't he? Said no carbs. Yeah. He came off the bread for a while. Being injured though, I know what it's like. When you're injured at home, I love bread, so I go and monkey out bread, just butter it up, eat it.
Yeah.
That's what Harvey's doing at home, watching Netflix and eating bread. That's what I'm doing. Taking selfies and sending them back to Mo. Yeah, look what I'm doing. I'll take him. Good. I'll send him round to you, Matthew. Don't worry about it. I'll pick him up tomorrow.
Is that to Ox?
Yeah. It comes with package, though. So when you get Ox, you go and know lots of Instagram stories and the missus. Just be careful. But no, I like Ox. He's a good footballer. And unfortunately for Ox, Liverpool have just involved and are now not needing him. Sounds a bit bad, but when Ox came, Ox was our best midfielder.
Mate, listen,
then we evolved. Unfortunately,
he's won every trophy under us now.
Yeah.
He's had a great career under Liverpool. We've given more than Arsenal did, and Liverpool fans have loved him. And even with us, just like how he was throwing a strop, we were throwing a strop with him as well. The fact that he was being like that, but all in all, everyone loves Ox, and I want him to move on. And the last part of his career, because he has so many injuries, I just want him to play regular football and have a decent end. And West Ham, Brighton, Southampton, all these clubs, Crystal Palace with Vieira, mate, he could do it, man.
shout. Palace.
Yeah, Palace with Vieira, bro, because they play good football, man. They just can't keep leads, but they play good football.
And Ox
So
might want to play with Vieira. That might be a shout.
yeah, and he's gonna want to live in London. Ox.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
if
you're
Ox
gonna
is
yeah.
looking at his next club, it's going to be a London-based club.
Yeah, man.
He wants to go back.
He can stay in Liverpool though if he wants, man. Nikita misses there, man. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if Ox wants to stay and fight for his place, I won't be against it at all.
No, not the club. Just stay in Liverpool, the city, and keep your missus there, man.
Yeah. Yeah, where is Perry from?
Newcastle.
She's a Geordie, ain't she? Yeah, so she's just a bit.
Hold on, man. I mean, Newcastle got the money as well. Liverpool.
There you go.
She's
like, hang on, Newcastle's a good, the nighttime area of Newcastle is up there with some of the best around. So, yeah, that might suit them as well. Newcastle going to be a problem next season, guys. As it seems right now, the rivalry of City and Liverpool are having is high level. It's been going on for a while now, and I love it, man. Long continue. Pick yourself up. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Pep Guardiola pretty much said as much.
It's not a rivalry of hatred like Liverpool, Man United. This is what when people it's not a real rivalry. We're not saying it's a rivalry of hatred. What it is a rivalry of two teams in Europe going to war every season. That's what it is. I mean, when you watch the City and Liverpool games, I've not seen better quality all season.
No
football when Liverpool and City play each other, and it's that's what it is. Like Gundogan said in his interview last night. He said after he won the league title, he said, Liverpool are fantastic. They pushed us to this. If it weren't for them, we wouldn't be having to get 90-odd points every season to win the Premier League. So I said the other day, Liverpool weren't about. City would just coast to 80 points to win the Premier League. Because
that was proven last season, wasn't it?
Yeah, when Liverpool didn't compete, they finished on 84 points to win the Premier League. So they just coasted. But when Liverpool compete, City and Liverpool have to go into the 90-plus points. And I just don't see a difference next season. I really don't. I don't care what Chelsea fans say. Mbappe is owner/player. It's mad.
Yeah, he can decide on what manager to have now, isn't it?
Yeah. I said it. I said it the other day. He's Kylian Mbappe is basically Hulk Hogan in WCW.
Yeah, NWO style.
Yeah, he's got everything is down to him. So like Hogan had all the storyline rights. If he didn't like it, they rewrite it. He's got everything. That's what Mbappe is now. Mbappe should turn up.
Can you imagine being a manager? You just be like taking him off the pitch because you're subbing him so he doesn't get injured, and then he gives you that look, and you just know that next morning you're gone.
The problem is though, would you trust him if you're a PSG player now? This is the problem.
This kid's holds all the power, man.
Yeah, if you have a bad game, they go, shit, Kylian's going to go to the boss, ain't he? And just get me gone. You know what I'm saying? You just go like you know what I mean? Kylian, they're just going to be like, shitty now. Kylian's doing this, he's doing that. Fuck me. Like, you can't buy a player to play in Kylian's position. That's not going to ever happen now, is it? And if Kylian don't want to, if that centre forward's not working for Kylian, he's going to be like, you know what? I think we need another one. He's not doing it for me.
There'll be no resting Kylian for a Champions League games. He's going to play every game.
No, it's not good business. I don't care what anyone says. It's awful business. Right, before I get any more, let's get through these games, guys. Burnley 1, Newcastle 2. Big up Newcastle. Big up Callum Wilson as well. Tell you what, Callum Wilson can stay fit. Callum Wilson can stay fit and keep scoring goals. He could go to the World Cup,
Yeah, but Southgate's a punk, and he will never pick him.
He's off the ball movement is as good as Harry Kane's up front. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he's dope.
Off the ball movement is legitimately quality. He's just got no hamstrings. That's his problem. He's just so injury prone. If this man could stay fit, he'd be a superstar forward. I tell you, but Newcastle finishes the season on a high. Newcastle, I think, might be a problem for some teams.
Big up Eddie Howe, man.
Yeah, what a job he's done. Came in when Newcastle played 14 games, 0 wins. And then he's come in, kept them safe, kept them really safe.
Mid-table, man.
Football, mid-table team. Next season, I think Newcastle will go look for a top 8 Premier League finish now.
Yeah, because he didn't buy those. He didn't even buy any superstars with that money. He just bought regular guys, bro. Matt Target and
Target people like that. It's not exactly like and well names. Now Bruno Guimaraes was a very good buy, obviously, but it's 30 million. It's not like they spent 120 million on Felix from Atletico.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like Chris Wood, isn't it?
Yeah, it's shrewd. It's just shrewd business to get them over the line, and then they can build. It's a building platform. You can't build a house without the building work underneath, and that's what Newcastle are doing. And I think in the summer, I don't think they'll buy any world superstars like people feel. I think they'll buy.
No, I mean,
I think they will look at Premier League based players who might not be getting in their team for their club, and go and get them and get them and put them in their first team, and that will make them a better squad. And I think that's what they'll look at. Maybe some foreign players from abroad as well. But I think Newcastle are going to be a big threat to Arsenal. I've said it already. I think Arsenal are in trouble next season.
Yeah, man. Some of that money definitely went on like steroids for Joe Linton, bro.
Oh yeah,
he's been on that super soldier serum, man. He just ended up big all of a sudden.
He looks 220 now, don't he?
Yeah.
I wouldn't. You'd walk. You cross the street if he walked past you, wouldn't you? And you know what I mean.
I watched him against us and against Arsenal, and he was just throwing his weight around.
It's like that. Yeah?
Massive. His shorts don't fit him.
No.
This is the same Joe Linton that was terrible under Steve Bruce.
Yeah,
terrible.
He had no body strength for anything.
None. Couldn't finish or anything, and now he's looking like a good midfielder, bro. I think because they were playing him up front before, right? But
that's good, great manager.
I heard that Basuma might go to Villa. Earlier we're seeing all the Birmingham newspapers this morning.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, 31 million.
That just shows. A lot of fans talk about Basuma. I'll go to Liverpool, go to Man United, go to probably the only team we wouldn't get in is Man City. That's all I keep hearing all the time about Basuma. But if he's going to Villa, no disrespect to Villa, but that just shows that maybe the other managers at these top clubs don't think like fans do, and don't think he maybe is as good as fans think. I always find that like Liverpool fans sometimes when we don't sign the players other people are signing, like, oh, what are we doing missing out on them? Why are we in for them? Maybe because we know what we're doing.
A lot of the times we're proven right. To be fair though, I think with Basuma, I think one is Gerrard. I know that he's not been a manager for very long, but Gerrard he would have grown up on Gerrard on it. So and obviously his court case is pending still. Even though I don't, I'm not going to say anything because from what the evidence looks like, he looks like he ain't done anything. But so I don't want to throw his name out like that. But the bigger clubs have too much of a reputation to think about to even do all of that. Whereas Villa, listen, I know I'm from like the scummy in it, so if you think of all the people, what kind of people have played for Villa, like John Kerr and all that, these and Agman the Hall, all these playboy kind of geezers. Trust me, they don't care. So.
No, Gabriel
and he'll be great for them. He'll be great. Him and Buendia in midfield and Coutinho. He'll be great.
Yeah, and Ramsey. Ramsey's a talent.
I love Ramsey. He's a baller.
He's a talented boy. And with Stevie, Stevie's got Paul. Let's face it.
I think he'll go get one of them Rangers strikers in as well.
Yeah, they just got the Marseille bloke as well, haven't they?
They got the Marseille bloke because Rangers didn't win the Europa League or was it the Conference or the Europa?
Europa League, yeah.
Yeah, they didn't win. So some of the players are going to be looking for new challenges now because they won the league last season. And I'm telling you, they love Gerrard. So, you know what I mean? That guy that me and you spoke about on the stream, the defender, get him in and get rid of Mings, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Bassey. Bassey, is it?
Yeah, Bassey, because we know Mings is trash now. Now you've let me down, Mings. You trash, bro. So
Mings, Jesus Christ. If he gets in this England team in the next week,
he will.
And Tomori don't. I'll give up this England team. I really do.
It'll be Maguire, Stones, Mings, and Connor Cody.
I don't mind John Stones.
you face when I said Connor Cody.
I just don't think he's that good.
You know what? I'll tell you one thing about Connor Cody. He's not the best defender, but I've never seen somebody throw himself in front. He throws himself in front of the ball all the time. Headbutts, football boots, flares. He doesn't care. In the balls, he'll take it.
He gives his heart to the team.
He's a proper shithouse as well, man.
When I look at international football, I just think it should be the best of the best in each position for the international side, and that's how you win things. And you got tomorrow at AC Milan. Let's face it, Gareth Southgate probably don't even know where Milan is. So he probably has never seen Tomori play, which is, if that's the case, and if this rule is true that he's only picking English players who play in England. That's
ridiculous.
Well,
he was at the Everton game against Crystal Palace when he could have been, and then he could have went to the Milan, winning the league instead, but he didn't. So he just shows on it.
He's at Crystal Palace. They're looking at some of them ballers that Palace have got then.
He still won't take any of them either. I wouldn't be surprised if he leaves Bowen out.
Is Eze English?
Yeah, he ain't played international football for another team yet, so
no. Because I don't know if he had dual or anything like that, but
I think he's got dual nationality, but he hasn't picked it. So
Eze's a player.
Yeah, Eze will choose somebody else because
Mitchell's quality. Mitchell's had a quality season.
He's been a great season for Mitchell.
And Gooey, is it Gooey? Is that how you pronounce his name?
Yeah, Guaya. Yeah, he's been dope as well. They've been really good, man.
They should be.
Gallagher's English as well.
I do not want to see Maguire and Mings starting in a back three for England
happen, man.
ever again. Happen, man. They're not good enough. They're not good enough.
There's no way you watch Man United season and still play Maguire. No way.
If he does, then I'll just give up this England team with players. If Bowen don't get a start in any of these England friendlies, I'll just give up because what is the point? I'll just give up international football. Really,
people can't speak objective about England because they just start going, well, he's done well because he's got this. Now you have to look objectively about what happened in those tournaments. We were terrible. We had Panama in our group in one of the tournaments, bro. Of course we got to do.
Panama. Jesus Christ.
Harry Kane got golden boot by scoring like 5 penalties, bro. He was a trash, bro. We were
almost getting Panama. Mbappe deal is only 3 years, which means he's making stupid money on going to Madrid in his property.
Yep.
I don't think Madrid ever signed him there. I've got his feeling. Big up Jam Rock as always. That's why I'm glad the Mbappe room is joining Liverpool. Haven't been real. Yeah, Liverpool would never go. Imagine Liverpool giving him the keys to the city. Jesus Christ.
I don't think we're ever going to sign a superstar like that. Never.
No, we don't.
We make them and we never sign one.
No. Mbappe is basically PSG manager, basically.
Yeah.
Basically player manager. Madrid haven't written the letter. It's La Liga who wrote the letter. They are fuming. It is true. It was La Liga that wrote the letter.
Yeah.
They are fuming. It's pathetic, ain't it?
It's to do with TV rights, that is.
How pathetic. Yeah, because in La Liga, I heard about this last season. I was shocked. So in La Liga, their TV rights, the way they do it is Barcelona and Real Madrid get 80%, and the rest of the 20% goes to the 18 other teams in the league.
Man ain't trying to watch Getafe versus Levante, bro.
That's why these other teams can't get better. No, I mean, Getafe and Levante and teams like that, they can't ever progress and buy good players because they get no TV money. It's a joke.
When the matches are on Real Vallecano versus Hercules and that, man ain't watching them games, bro.
They're not. It's madness. It's mad. The Spanish league is a joke. It's just I'm telling you now, I don't care. The Spanish league is a corrupt joke. It's as simple as that.
I feel so bad for the other teams in that league, man.
Yeah, same here. It's like Barcelona B and Real Madrid B can never go in the top league if they get promoted in the first division because Real Madrid and Barcelona play there. It's just like, what's the point of having them in the other league then? What? Seriously, what's the point?
It's so weird, man.
If we sell Firmino and want Nkunku, also, Mane and Salah, who do you think will realistically go first? Hopefully we'll keep both.
What a question that is, man.
Jesus. I think Mane stays because Mane's contract is so much easier to do than Salah's. But my problem with it, and me and Savage have said this for time now, Salah is not 100 times worth more than Sadio Mane in Liverpool for Liverpool. They both contributed exactly the same amount of things to Liverpool Football Club. One is not exactly high above the other. I actually think Mane is technically a better footballer than Mo Salah.
Yeah, I've always said that.
But Mo Salah is just more of a killer in front of goal.
Yeah.
So it's impossible to replace both of them. You can't replace Mane. You can't replace. The only player you can really get to replace either of them is Mbappe, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And
I
even
agree.
if you got Mbappe, even if Liverpool did say Liverpool just got Mbappe is not even. It's not guaranteeing Mbappe gets Mo numbers, in the Premier League. It's not guaranteed. So to replace these two, for me, is almost impossible. So you've got to do it in a way that you don't. It's like we never actually replaced Coutinho when we sold him.
No, we never.
We made the team better. And I think that's just what you'd have to do if one of these.
It's very unfortunate well, from a business point of view, because Salah starting talking about this contract thing started at the wrong time for him, because it started when he was on fire, and about 2 weeks later, the fire got put out, and ever since then, Mane's been the one killing it. So it's like you had all of the power in the early part of the season, and you probably would have got the money. Now you've kind of proven to PSG, I mean to FSG, they're like, hold on a minute, like we thought we would lose all the goals, but we're still second in the Premier League we were in 4 competitions at the time. And Mane started scoring again, then got Diaz, and Jota scored 20 plus goals as well. Yeah. So they're probably thinking more about replacing Firmino than anything else, and then just looking at Salah and saying,
"Oh, that's
we'll sell you then." Yeah, if Salah goes though, it will be the season, and it'll be.
Yeah, so we can't go into next season with Mo still not signed up. So I've said it already. In the summer, Mo either signs or leaves. It's a simple.
I think he's going to Real Madrid. And listen, either way, if he stays at Liverpool, I want him to stay. Obviously, I love Salah.
Yeah.
If he goes, then just go now, and just tell us right now, today.
Yeah, I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
You're saying it's not about money, but then when Liverpool offer you a good contract, it is then about money. So
yeah. And Jamie, you got to remember as well. Now he's forced Real Madrid. If it is Real Madrid, he's forced their hands and PSG, because now he knows how much money they've got. They were willing to pay all this money for Mbappe.
Oh, he won 400 grand. He won 500 grand.
Yeah, he's going to want 500 grand, and his agent's going to have a choice to say, listen, you was going to give Mbappe all this. We're not even asking. We're asking for half of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, man.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Jesus Christ, I've got so many comments, and I like getting to everyone's comments because they do comment. So let me just get through these, my man, and then we'll move on. IO-Box is happy wherever he goes. Yeah, same. I've got time for Ox. Think with these oil stake back clubs, you're going to see more actual players running football clubs. Yeah, yep. I agree.
Yeah,
part basketball in America. James Fitzgerald chaps would love to see Curtis Sloan move to Villa or West Ham. Yeah, I think Curtis will have to move. I love Curtis, but I want to see Curtis. The problem with Curtis Jones is at an age where he needs to play football regularly, because otherwise it will stunt his development. Yeah. And Klopp doesn't like doing that to youngsters. He likes them to go out and play no matter who they are. And if we do bring in players at midfield area, I think Curtis might get a loan. But I want Curtis to go on loan somewhere where he's going to actually see the ball. Because there's no point going to a Fulham. He's not guaranteed to see the ball in any of the matches if he goes to Fulham, something like that. So if he goes to a Villa or a West Ham, he's guaranteed that he's going to have a lot of time on the ball. He's going to have a lot of time in the game. And they would be good options for him. Yeah, so news on the Thiago front. Go on,
Brighton might be good for Curtis.
Yeah, he'd have a lot of the ball at Brighton.
Brighton might. They play his style as well.
Brighton. I think only City and Liverpool have had more possession of them.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Brighton have a lot of possession. Any news on Thiago? Yes. So Thiago has got an Achilles issue, but it's not that serious. And Liverpool are hoping that he's playing on Saturday.
We know what's going to happen there, Jamie. He's going to start on the bench, and they're going to inject the hell out of his Achilles.
Oh yeah. There's got to be they got to put inhalers in him. They got to put injections in the Achilles. They got
give him the Joe Linton juice, man, and I'm here.
Yeah, they got to give him a strange little tablet that not a lot of people know about. Thiago's got to come on the pitch 50 pounds heavier. Veins bulking out of his neck.
He's a massive difference to our squad on Saturday, though.
Yeah, I think it'll be. So at least it's not anything bad. So it's just a kid. So apparently he did it when he made that pass to Trent when he overhit it. And he went right over Trent, and he felt a tightening in his Achilles. And I've had my Achilles operated on because my Achilles were that small.
Yeah, damn.
And they had to stretch them out. I've got a massive slight back on my foot, and I always felt a problem with my Achilles. I could walk and run on it, but it feels weird, really strange.
Yeah.
I had to stretch my Achilles out, and so I know how that feels. So it's not really an injury per se, but when you feel that tightness, that weirdness in your Achilles, you're actually worried about putting your foot down. It's mad. Madness. But at least he ain't ripped it. I mean, if he ripped it, he'd be out for a year if he ripped it. So yeah, it'd be all right. James freaking Milner will be missed if he goes.
Come on, Liz.
Liz. I love Milner. I love the man. Liverpool must sign striker Nunes. Carol, you're all up this Nunes' man, ain't you? You love a bit of Nunes. everyone keeps telling us we need to sign a striker. We just got 142 goals this season. I mean, I don't know. Taya Mould, Achilles issue, race to see who makes the final. Yeah. Big up Ravi in the house. Could Jones be the DM? We could play more next. I don't think he's got the technical ability to play DM or the defensive-minded ability.
Yeah, I agree with that. He can do it, but I don't think he's going to want to, and he'll start drifting forward.
Plus, he's a youngster. You don't really want to put youngsters in there. Yeah. Fabio, James Fitz, still see Fabio Cavallo playing attacking midfield until I see him play for next season. Yeah, I mean, Paul Joyce and Neil Jones said today that, and they're the two I trust. They said Liverpool see him more as an attacker if playing in the front three. So
yeah, that's actually great news, though, because if that's the case, then we know we're getting a midfielder in.
Yeah, exactly. And then we've got our two attacking options for next season in Carvalho and Diaz. So that's two attackers there, along with Mane, hopefully Salah, Bobby, and Jota.
And because that means we've got two in each spot then covered.
Yeah, because Taki not.
Oh, mate, stop. The Taki's got to stay, man.
I think now Leeds have stayed up. I think Taki might go Leeds, you know.
Oh, nah, man. Taki.
Replace Rafinha. I can see it. I can just see it. Because he played for Jesse March, didn't he?
He did, man.
And Rafinha's going, ain't he? And they need a player on that side. And Leeds ain't got a lot of money. So, Taki Minamino makes sense. I don't want him to go, though, because I like Taki.
I'd rather Taki go Newcastle than Leeds, man.
Yeah. A change of scenery always gives you a different perspective.
100%.
Drive, yeah, exactly. FC in the house. Newcastle. Tell you what, fourth place is going to be interesting because I know Chelsea are coming with their smoke and all this talk that I heard yesterday, which made me go mad, that Chelsea fans on the football terrace yesterday were basically saying that if Chilwell was fit all season, it would have been City and Chelsea and not Liverpool going for the Premier League. And then someone said, well, Liverpool finished 18 points in front of you guys. Chilwell is not making up 18 points. I mean, can we get this? I don't get.
You want to ask Leicester fans about Chilwell, bro?
Yeah, I mean, can we just take a chill? At the beginning of the season, our Chilwell's he's well over. Yeah, Trent and Chilwell are the best fullbacks in the league, better than Robertson and Trent. And I even heard that on Talk Sport as well. I'm like, well, for starters, Chilwell and Reece James don't play fullback. They play whip back, which is basically an old-fashioned 4-4-2 left and right sided midfield. It's not a fullback. Can we stop doing this? Can people stop doing it?
Mate, if you see Reece James, his heat map is in Salah's position most of the time.
He's over the halfway line. He's over the halfway line. It's just, can we please stop this ridiculousness? Yes, Trent gets forward, but he plays in a 4-4-2 as a right back.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus. Of course, Reece might be a bit better defensively, but he's got 3 fucking centre-backs behind him that can bail him out.
Yeah, not anymore, Jamie.
No, this is why Chelsea got problems next season.
They're in the mud, mate.
They haven't got their sugar daddy to get them out of stuff, and I don't care what his Bowley says. FSG spends shitloads on their baseball team, more than they do on Liverpool.
Yep.
And this Bowley bloke does the same for his. Doesn't mean they're going to spend it in the Premier League, and they won't either. Because when they see Premier League money coming into their bank balance, they'll be like, we ain't spending this shit. We're putting this to the side. Leicester. Yeah, Leicester finishing 8th. Leicester finished well.
They did well to finish 8th because they were terrible in the season.
Arsenal for life. Oh, good one. I haven't heard that 87 bucks already. Yeah. Arsenal for life's all right. He's good. Unpopular opinion, but I think this Liverpool City rivalry kind of reminds me of the Arsenal United rivalry late 90s, 2000s, where United came out on top and Arsenal were closest rivals. Yeah, it's just less aggressive.
Yeah, Arsenal and Man U hated each other.
Yeah, he's a good manager. Big up Webby as well. Subscribe and like, folks. Big up Neymar to Newcastle. Newcastle should stay away from Neymar from as much as they humanly can. Neymar is a problem child, I'm telling you. Who just likes his mum too much. Neymar
just wants to play for Barcelona, man. It's only what makes him happy.
Yeah, I mean,
I watched that whole documentary, man, and he was mentioning going to Barcelona in the documentary.
The only time I've ever seen him play good is at Barcelona.
Yeah, I think it's just a different love in it. I don't know what it is, man, but because Barcelona's not, their fans ain't like Real Madrid fans, and it's a little bit different.
But yeah, Barcelona because they don't count themselves as Spanish either.
Yeah, the Catalonian, isn't it?
They're a bit separate, ain't they?
Yeah.
But yeah, Neymar, he's got two loves in his life, Barcelona and his mum.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a bit too close to his mum, shall we say?
Is that? Have you seen him with his sister?
Yes. The only video I have seen though, properly, is the one with his mum when he grabbed his mum by the arse and gave her a kiss. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Have you seen it?
I've saw it, man, but he does that with his sister on a daily.
It's like, what is going on? What are you doing? You don't grab your mum by the arse or your sister.
Yeah, man, these Brazilian man are a bit, you know what I'm saying? They're weird stuff.
They might be a bit different. Neymar's a little different, in my opinion. But he should have left because Bappe's. Yeah, Bappe's going to be like, I don't like Neymar no more.
Yeah.
Neymar's fucked.
You do realise with Neymar as well, though, like his dad's got a lot to do with all of this stuff, man.
Yeah, I mean, these footballers and their parents.
Because his agent, and his dad runs everything. They've got like a Neymar business, like a brand, and his dad runs the whole thing.
I understand if you want your parents involved when you're younger, when you're starting up, because you would, it's your parents. But surely you get to a certain age in time and you're like, I've got a branch on my own now, You lot are settled for life. I'll make sure of that for the rest of your life. You knew I never have to worry about anything. But, I'm talking about like, I'm my own man now and go, I'm almost 30. I don't need my hand held no more.
It's weird, Jamie, man. It's a weird mentality thing. I've done sports psychology, and the way they break it down is pretty much like being in prison. When people go to prison and they come out the same age as the winning in their head.
Yeah.
That's what happens as a footballer because they start so early and you're in an academy. That's why they all look like they act like babies when little things happen to them. Because they've not lived a real life. They've always been a footballer.
They've not matured outside the football globe.
Nah, they haven't, man. So you'll hear them moaning about stuff that like us regular working class people are like, what the hell are you moaning about?
Yeah.
Weird, man.
That is true. Liverpool City rivalry is nothing compared to me. Yeah, I get that. I get what you're saying there because that rivalry was hatred. When we don't hate, I don't actually hate City.
That was Roy Keane and Patrick Vieira, man.
Yeah, I don't hate City. I'm just sick of the sight of City. And I hate City. Like some City fans are a bit annoying, but I'm sure some Liverpool fans are annoying to City fans, so I can understand it. But I hate United with a passion. United I hate with a passion. And
most of the annoying City fans are new City fans.
Yeah. A few that have been supporting them since 2016 or something like that.
The ones who got there when David Silva got there, the ones are the weird ones.
The only two proper, or three on Chike, I think is a new City fan, but he's a decent guy. Daps he's been City
Big Steve as well.
And Big Steve. They've been City fans since the day they were born. So
Big Steve is probably the most level-headed City fan I've ever.
Yeah, that's why when you listen to them guys talk about Man City and everything going on with Liverpool and all that, like when we talk about it, it sounds level-headed. When you hear new City fans like this Patrick geezer, this American geezer, it's called Patrick. I don't know if you've seen him.
I saw it, man.
Yeah. Oh my God, Jesus Christ!
Manchester City.
Last week he started supporting them. Saying it's just, and then you see the difference in attitude. You're like, I can tell straight away who's a new supporter. Luca in the house. Your channel is great. Thank you, Luca. I'm working my butt off.
Yeah, man. Growth is real, man.
Jamie Phillips football chats. It could be the call, but it could be. Read that one. Been up 25 watching. You get the 2K in 2 months. I'll tell you what. If I get a 2K in 2 months, I'm almost near being monetized. So I'm only a few hours away now from being.
Jay. I don't think you've even realised how quick you've grown. It's actually mad. I remember conversations only like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
On what numbers you were on. I remember when you got to 400 subscribers.
Yeah, I'll go to the moon.
That wasn't even that long ago. So it's grown rapid.
It was 6 weeks ago. I got 400 subscribers.
It's crazy, man.
I mean, I barely see my wife. It's mad. She's like, I keep saying it. She's the best. I couldn't do it without her because she lets me come upstairs and sit in my room and sit in our bedroom and basically do this sort of thing every day. And so I'm putting the effort in because I do this because I absolutely love it. That's why I'm doing it. One, and I always think if you go to do something, you should do it properly. That's how I've always thought about life. I'm never going to do. If I don't see the point in doing something where I only go to put half the effort in. I've never been like that. So if you want to do it, I've always been like that. So I'm going to do it properly in the best of my effort. And I learn as I go along. So in a year's time, this channel's going to look completely different to what it is now, because I've had new cameras, new microphones, new computers, new systems, new operating systems. Everything can be changed and different as it goes on. So, and I learn more about technology as well as I'm doing it.
Yeah, you're doing it the best way. You're doing it the best way, Jay. That's what I done. I didn't bother get people to do loads of stuff for me, and I wanted to learn it all. Now I know stuff that you probably have to go to college to learn, but I've done it all on my own, man.
Yeah, it's the way to do it, isn't it? It's the way to do it.
It's fun, man. It's fun.
Yeah, but let's say I'm 8 months in, so I think I'm doing all right for 8 months in.
Tell you what's going to be funny though, Jay. In a few weeks, you're going to have them videos where you get a Liverpool transfer is going to pop up. You're going to do a video on it, put your stuff away, and then you're going to check Sky Sports, and another one pops up. You have to keep jumping. Back on.
I know I'm going to do so many recorded videos. It's going to be mad. Remember Middlesbrough, of all the Brazilian players back in the day, that could happen at Newcastle. Money talks. Yes, there's so many Brazilians, and they still got relegated. Jesus Christ! Big up Daffy, Pablo in the house. Oh, he's got the Carvalho picture.
Come on,
changed his pick. Kevin, can't wait for that Brazilian midfield trio: Guimarães, Joelin, and Paqueta next season for Newcastle. I'll tell you what, that would be a midfield. Yeah, because he's Guimarães' best mate, ain't he? So yeah, that's definitely go happen. Night, people. Sorry I couldn't watch last night. I just wasn't in mind. Mate, you can watch whenever you like, man. Watch whenever you like, mate. Pablo is a tough night for many. It certainly was. We had a laugh on the show. We all cheer. We were all cool. Come on, Jamie. As England fans, keep the faith. No. My faith is completely broken with me. We got to the Euro final last summer against Italy, and I felt guilty that I weren't bothered. How bad's that? I was guilty. I don't know what it is. I used to love international football, but there's something about international football. It's been so diluted. It's been so diluted that I've come to hate it sometimes.
Yeah, the Euro's just gone. I wasn't excited before it come on. Once it got into it, I got behind the team. Yeah. And then I can't lie, bro. I knew. I had to have this conversation with my son. I knew that when it got to penalties, I wasn't bothered about the penalties. I just knew that there was going to be some kind of racism after, and then I was just like, I can't keep getting myself up for this now, and then having to deal with this after.
It's horrible.
Explaining to my son these things, and I'm like,
I apologise to people, and I'm not even racist. You know what I mean? And I don't understand it. I don't understand racism at all. I really don't. I don't get it. Why do you?
The thing is, Jay,
because he missed a penalty. He's just.
Mate, I'll tell you.
He's just doing his job. He don't come into your job and criticise you for doing what you're shit not doing because he's got a different skin colour to you. Don't be a prickle, you lot.
You know the worst thing about the stuff online though, compared to face is a lot of these people are not racist. They just know what to say to hurt someone. But that's the worst thing to go to, man.
That's still racism, right?
Yeah. It is. Yeah.
I mean, it's just don't do it. Don't write something you don't think. If you're writing something in the back of your mind, you know it's wrong. Why are you writing it?
It's weird, isn't it? Yeah, it's
you
weird.
need mental help. you need stop picking on black players because they might not be doing the job you think's correct, or they're missing penalties and stuff like. It's pathetic. I can't believe we're in 2022, Savage, and we still have to talk about this. It's fucking
shambles, man.
It's fucking madness. It pisses me off. And I say I'm a white guy, so I don't really know how it feels the other way around. Of course I don't. Yeah. But I just know it's a fucking disgrace and it shouldn't happen. That's all I'm going to say on the thing.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, man.
And you have to tell your son about, it's just, fuck it. It pisses me off.
Yeah, you know what actually happened? I warned him before they took the penalty. Before they took the penalties, I said, son, because I think it was a week before. You remember Manu was in the final against Villarreal, I think.
Yeah.
I said to my son, if Tuanzebe misses this penalty, trust me. And then I seen it on the news the day after. So then when it got to the Euros, I was like, it's going to happen again. Luckily, my son's like, is quite a smart kid, isn't it? Because he knows that race is kind of not. It's not even a real thing, really, is it? It's just skin color. It's not a real thing. So when I saw that, I was just like, this is kind of ridiculous now.
So it's so wrong that we live in 2022 and you still have to tell your son. It's just sorry about that, mate.
That's cool.
Still feeling down from yesterday. I know it wasn't in our hands, but God, the hope I had. I lost my man when I was doing my watch on Villa 2-0 up. I almost took my top off. So, and then I just looked back at Thingy when he was 1-on-1, and I was like, oh Jesus Christ, that was free.
Watkins.
Yeah, oh my God, it's just like hissing down.
Is it raining in Miami?
It's completely dark here. It's like night time down in London. La Liga president is a real Real Madrid fan. Oh, yeah. I mean, Real Madrid own Spain. Yeah. Don't worry about that. I'll have to get some more of these games and I'll get more to your chats, guys. Don't worry, guys. I will read all your chats. I just want to make sure I get these games. So, Burnley are relegated. Thank God. We can move on with our lives.
Made they deserve it for sacking Sean Dyche, man.
Yeah, exactly. Sean Dyche is the one laughing now.
Absolute legend.
Chelsea. I don't know why there's... Look. Why is there a Liverpool-Chelsea picture here when we're talking about Chelsea-Watford? What's this about? What's this about? Why is Trent now? Jesus Christ, you make the agenda worse. Chelsea 2, Watford 1 in a game no one gave a shit about. I didn't even know Watford were playing Chelsea, to be fair. Kai Havertz getting his 5th goal of the season. He's his 12th goal in 3 seasons or whatever it is.
That game was a shambles, man. Roy Hodgson, I heard him say that it was a respectable loss.
Respectable loss. Jesus. Right. Well, Rudiger was man of the match, and Watford must have put in a show. What was the stats in the game?
They were good. They were good, Watford.
Yeah, Watford had eight shots. Chelsea had 19 shots. But my God, if Rudiger was man of the match, if they had 8 shots, Watford must have put a killing on them. Jesus Christ.
Rudiger put a video on YouTube, innit, to Chelsea fans. I didn't watch it. I just saw the beginning of it. It looks like some sob story, man.
Oh, for goodness sake. What? Is that even because he wants to leave to make more money?
Yeah, because he's definitely a Real Madrid player now, isn't it? So
yeah, 400 grand a week he's getting.
He's laughing, man.
Van Dijk's on 220.
Tuchel might not be able to play that thing, that back 5, because that kind of depends on Rudiger playing. When he's not playing, it's weird. Yeah,
because Rudiger ain't the same in the 2. Nowhere near. We've seen it. Rudiger in the 2 is nowhere near the same. Rudiger is the German Connor Cody. I'm telling you. German Connor Cody. Crystal Palace beating Man United on the last day of the season. Absolutely hilarious. Did United even try? Did United even try 10 shots? Oh my God, Palace had 6 shots and still won. Jesus Christ.
Ronaldo didn't play, did he?
Big up, Palace. Did Ronaldo not play?
No, I don't think he did. When I checked the lineup, he said he wasn't on. You can check for me, but
no, he didn't. Cavani had his first game of the season. Beautiful.
Cavani had his first and last game, man, because he ain't coming back next season.
Right. Hannibal, the cannibal. Scott McTominay, Anthony Legang. This team is shit. Look at
Ronaldo said, I'm going on holiday, bro. Forget this.
Yeah, forget that. Dave De Gea, who's probably still their best player, which is madness. Look at that defence, Savage. Lindelof, Maguire, Gallo. Fucking hell. I'd rather have the Palace back 4.
Me too.
That's madness. What are we coming to?
Man, you're going to have to spend some money in the transfer window, bro.
Oh, mate, Anatelias is not a Brazilian. Do not tell me he's Brazilian.
What tell us?
Yeah,
tell us he's Brazilian.
What has happened to this generation of Brazilian footballers? Why are they all average? What is going on? Fred! Man United have got the fakest Brazilians, ain't they? No, I don't know how Fred plays in front of Fabinho for Brazil, by the way. That always gets me.
I know, he plays good. He plays good for Brazil as well.
Madness. Yeah, but Palace winning 1-0. Absolutely love Crystal Palace. I don't know if anyone saw this bloke who put out a video about Crystal Palace today and made no sense. He's sort of saying this myth about Patrick Vieira's improved Aston Villa, improved Crystal Palace, and show comparisons to last season because they only finished a position above them but spent a few more quid than them. And it's like, you don't understand football, mate. As a neutral fan, I can put a Palace game on there and go, I'm going to watch this.
I'll watch him all the way through.
With Roy Hodgson, I'll turn it off. It's as simple as that. He has improved. And what people don't understand about it, this is Patrick Vieira in his first season, not Roy Hodgson in his 4th. His first season, and he's getting these youngsters to play some very, very good football, and he's built a foundation. They get the right players in next season to go with these youngsters, and they still listen to Patrick Vieira as he's coaching them. they are going to be better next season.
If they can get top centre back, keep Gallagher and get a striker, then there's problems.
They're going to be a team, yeah.
Yeah, because they're good, man.
I hate people when they compare someone's first season to someone's fourth season.
That's pointless, bro.
What are you doing? Just compare properly.
Yeah, because you remember the beginning of the season when I was watching them, they were like there were games where they were winning like 2-0 and they'd throw it away in the last minute. Like happened against Arsenal, happened against Brighton. So they've been good, man. And then Everton, obviously.
I mean, and Patrick himself will learn from them things as well.
Yeah,
it's his first season managing the Premier League, and he's done a great job.
He's done a great job.
And he was favourite to get the sack. You know, we all know why he was favourite to get the sack. The media are that's why. But there was no other reason for it. Liz Golden, it hurts, but I hope we can take this pain in the Champions League. Look, last time we lost the league by a point, we won the Champions League, guys. So these players,
and then we smashed the league the season after.
Yeah, these players don't get down like that, guys. They've got a great mentality. Gregor John, hello mate, big up Gregor John. Pablo, it's hope that kicks you. We hope we're up. I mean, the hope can kill you, but this Liverpool team just.
Yeah, I don't regret it at all, you know, Jay.
No,
I knew this would happen. I don't regret because you know the fans that said we've got no chance. They're all like, "I told you." Now I'm like, bro, I got to enjoy it down to the last second. Well, the last 8 minutes.
The last 8 minutes of the Premier League
season
decided. The last 8 minutes of the.
Whereas some fans have had like the last 2 months of just, we're not going to win it. I'm like, mate, I'm enjoying it. I am.
Yeah, I know these bitter fans. Yeah, where were Chelsea this season? Because I do remember at the beginning of the season, everyone was talking about City and Chelsea, and no Liverpool talk. No Liverpool talk. It's only Liverpool fans who are saying, last season it was just a blip because everyone was injured. And it's just been shown again this season. We only bought one player. We only bought Kanai. It's not like we went and bought, No, I mean, and this they just had all our players back fit. Just shows. We're still miles behind. Liverpool should. Gary, your Nunes talk. There's a little bit of a point again. I don't know. I do think if we had Diaz in the summer, we would have won the league.
Yeah.
Because he would have got the goals, maybe, or created the goals where we got them draws. If that makes sense. Yeah. Mane always looks annoyed even when we win a cup. No, I love Mane. I think it's just Mane. It's just Mane.
You know what it is with Mane? He's so respectful of the other team. Like he doesn't want to gloat in it.
He's just a respectful guy. He's just I love Mane a bit. Jazz in the house. Hello, Jamie. Hope you're well. God bless. Big up to Jazz. Just hit me quick last night. Feeling better today. Yeah, I feel good today. We've got Champions League to go for Saturday, guys. Everyone else's season's finished, guys. Think of that. Everyone else's season's finished. We got a Champions League to play for Saturday. The biggest cup competition in world football, apart from the World Cup, is what we're going to compete for on Saturday against the almighty Real Madrid. How can anyone not be excited for this?
I can't wait, mate.
It's Monday, mate, and I'm pumped. I've got a whole week away. You know what I mean?
It's going to be so dope.
I mean, I'm in Liverpool for it and everything. It's going to be. I'm there for the parade after. I'm there. It's going to be a great couple of days in Liverpool. I'm going to be pissed at me. Hopefully, I'm going to be sober enough to remember everything. Jamie, because I haven't been drinking for a while. Because I don't drink indoors. I really don't drink indoors because of the kids and everything. I just don't feel, especially the way my daughter Penny is and stuff like that. My son's got, he has seizures all the time.
Yeah.
Epilepsy. So I'm like, I don't want to drink indoors. I like drinking as a social thing, going out seeing your friends, stuff like that. That's what I like. So because I ain't drunk for a while, as soon as I have a few beers, I'm probably going to get my house. Jamie, out of our players, who do you think will go to the World Cup? What? Jesus Christ! What? In the whole squad, or just English players? Because I can't go. If it's a whole squad, then if they're all in the World Cup, then the whole squad. But
if we're honest, Jay, our players who play for England might as well stay at home.
I don't think Hendo should go because I think Hendo should be captain of England, not Harry Kane, personally.
Yeah. And it shouldn't go and they're not going to start him anyway. They're going to start
Trent shouldn't go because, Gareth Southgate likes to play negative football and that's why Trent don't play.
Yeah. And then that's it. We ain't got no one else, have we?
No, Milner is obviously retired. Yeah. Can't think of
It's
it.
actually weird, man. We used to have loads of England players in our squad.
Yeah. We just got superstars from everywhere in the world now, haven't we?
It's even better for us, man. Longer pre-season and that. So.
No, I'd rather Liverpool successful in England every day of the week.
Yeah, me too. Club over country every time, mate.
Exactly. I don't get it the other way around. I don't get it because you support your club every day, every week.
Every day.
You know, internationals are every so often. Madrid are going to feel the power of the scouting on Saturday in the whole of the Liverpool fan base. Yeah.
Come on.
Paris is going to be overwhelmed with a lot of ginger pale people. Jamie and Savage. I know we talk about Tchouaméni for a Fab future replacement, etc. But when we have to talk on the Thiago replacement, he's amazing. But we need a guy who ain't injured. I do agree with you. Look,
yeah.
But if you get people like Tchouaméni and stuff like that in, and get an extra one as well, Thiago won't have to play. Thiago won't have to play every week, so it means his injuries will be better. But also we have to remember as well, Thiago has not had a real pre-season at Liverpool yet since he joined. The man joined in the middle of the pandemic, had to move countries with his whole family. Who wants to do that? And then the following season was the European Championships where he played, 30 minutes? So he never really had a proper pre-season. This summer, Thiago's going to get a proper pre-season. Do you know who else had a proper pre-season this season? Joel Matip. Did he ever get injured?
Exactly.
Matip. And we was worried about Matip this season. I remember everyone was going, Matip, we might need another centre-back, just not Konate, because Matip was injured all last season. Virgil had that year off. Gomez ain't back yet. And I think only Virgil, he didn't really get injured. It was just tightness right on the last day of the season. Otherwise,
Cater as well. Cater's been fit most of the season.
And no one really got injured. So
and Ox has been fit most of the season.
Yeah, Ox has been fit. Just don't like him. And that can play like Thiago. Yeah, I mean, look, Thiago, you're not going to get a player like Thiago's style because Thiago's a bit old-fashioned in a way.
He is.
Thiago's a bit old-fashioned, and you're not going to get that around now. I mean, if you are, it's going to cost you a fucking fortune as well. Would be a great topic for the summer. Yeah, I've got loads of topics for the summer. Don't worry about that. If it was chat's striker conversation, which I endorse, is more about goal conversion rate, especially in big games. Scoring lots of goals is one thing. Efficient conviction is another. Ooh, Jamrock. I understand what you're saying.
It is a big difference. Yeah, my guess would be that Mane's probably got the better conversion rate.
I would say Mane has as well.
Like shots to goals. Maybe Jota actually. But...
I'd say Jota has, this season. I'd say Jota probably has.
Yeah.
But it's a mad one, ain't it? Because we got it's mad when we talk about this because we got a striker who got 32 goals this season.
Yeah, I know.
We got another one who got 20 plus goals this season, and Mane got like 17 in the league. So it's really when we talk about it like that, it's like, and we're talking about we need more attackers. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
To be fair, Jamie, it seems like because it's happening to all of them, it's probably by design, isn't it? Because it's the same thing what we spoke about yesterday with the back, the defending. People will talk about Trent, and then when you check the stats, he's got better right back stats than everyone.
Yeah, I looked yesterday, actually, last night after we finished, and so I was interested in this Trent stuff.
Yeah.
Online talking about Trent yet again, I don't know why. And Trent's actually got the number one ratings for fullbacks or one-on-one duels in the Premier League.
Yeah, yes. One-on-one duels, interceptions.
He's got he's number one. He's number one, but apparently he can't defend. This myth is it's fuck me, I've got so many chats. Right, hang on. Where are we on? Fucking not sure. Oh yeah, there you go. The Liga president is a Real Madrid fan. He even attended it in an interview. Jesus Christ. It's true, Tony. I think England performs in national football.
You got these ones, Jay.
I read these ones, didn't I?
Yeah, we got Greg.
Gregor. Jazz, read that one. Yeah, here we go. That future players World Cup. And then I've got past Pablo, and then I've got Jamrock. Jesus Christ, you guys. Breathe and hydrate, Jamie. This Chelsea talk is absurd. Oh, yeah, so it is. Taki might go on loan. City have won the league City had won the league in 2 minutes with no real nine. Oh, don't give me that no real nine stuff. Jesus is
no, stop that no real nine. They've got as many number nines as we have, bro.
Otherwise, losing the league. This myth about Liverpool struggle to break down defences.
It's not true. It's not true. I got the stats, man. It's not true.
Because we've only not scored in one game this season. And that was against Leicester where we won 1-0. So we do score against everybody. The problem is sometimes we switch off at the back and they equalise. That is where we should be looking. City don't switch off. That's the difference.
Yeah.
When City
if you want to be generous, Jamie, I'd say Leicester and Tottenham were the hardest low block games we've had all season.
Yeah.
And we got through Tottenham, and Leicester, we should have won the game.
And that's Tottenham with Conte.
Yeah, do you know what, Jamie? The worst thing about the Leicester one is we couldn't break them down, which really the game should have ended 0-0 if that was the case, because we just couldn't break them down. Because they flipping robbed that goal. It's flipping heck, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Everyone keeps going about goal scoring. It's not. It's we go asleep sometimes at the back, and Manchester City don't do that. That's the difference. So when Man City go get a 0-0, they just take the 0-0.
Yeah.
They move on to the next game.
Yeah, Jamie, you're actually right, because there was
we fall asleep at the back,
that midpoint. Yeah, that midpoint they had in the season, they were winning loads of games 1-0. They were rough games. And it was because of our style of play compared to Man City's, they play possession football. So you won't be able to catch them out like they can catch us out sometimes. But yeah, man, listen. Like I said to you yesterday, I've done the stats and that there's 8 games draws you can choose from and 2 losses. You can choose from any of them to say that we lost the league. But realistically, we should have just beat one of the top 3. That's it.
Yeah. If we
just one game.
Games. Look, and I think apart from City, we was always in front of all in games as well.
The Chelsea one pissed me off a lot because we were battering them for 20 minutes.
We were 2-0 up in that game.
Even with Kovacic's goal, I was like, all right, but whatever. I think Havertz scored
the Kovacic goal was just a freak volley. You can't do anything about it. Hold your hands up. But we were 2-0 up in that game.
We didn't have our full team against Spurs either, did we? The first game. That was Morton and that played.
Yeah, Morton and Milner in midfield.
Yeah, see.
Still got a point out of it. So it's not that we can't. It's not the low block teams. We score against every low block team apart from Leicester this season. So we scored in 37 games this season in the Premier League. Incredible that is. Yeah. That's more than Man City, by the way. And our problem is we fall asleep at the back sometimes because of the way our style of football is. Like Man City, like Terry said, they're a possession-based football team. When they got the 3rd goal against Aston Villa yesterday, Villa didn't touch the ball again. Yeah. Villa literally couldn't get near the ball again. Didn't touch the ball again for another 6 minutes because City just keep the ball. Liverpool are not like that. Liverpool are just 100 miles an hour from minute 1 to minute 90.
100%.
And that's why everyone is shocked how we can go for a whole season playing that way because they're so fit. This team, I think Trent said it in his interview yesterday. We just do it on naturally now.
Yeah, he did say that. Yeah.
In training, it's just natural now. We go out and play 90 minutes, 100 miles an hour every game because it's just natural. That's what we do. It's how our bodies are now at. That's why injuries are not getting nowhere near as bad now because their bodies are used to playing this certain way. We'd actually get more injuries if we slowed everything down and tried to play Man City because the body would be like, hang on, we don't do this. And we'll get more injuries that way. That is what it is. We fall asleep at the back sometimes. We did it at Brighton. We scored 2. We're 2-0 up against Brighton. Brighton could have actually won that game 3-2.
Hey, mate, one of Brighton's goals was the most ridiculous goal I've ever seen, man. That was a cross, bro. And
that was a cross that just went in. You know what I mean? Sometimes
to be fair, the worst game I've seen this season was the Brentford one, man.
Yeah, when Dana had the chance to 4-2 up, over the bar from 5
and
yards.
Virgil and Matip played trash in that game.
Yeah, and
do you remember the goal that they scored when the ball hit the crossbar, and then Virgil looked up because he didn't see where the ball went, and then when he looked back down, it was in front of him, and I felt so bad for him because I think I was watching copies at the time, and everyone was just destroying him. I was like, bro, he just doesn't know where the ball's gone, bro. Like he just.
We've all been there when it's like,
bro, I felt so bad for him.
He's right. So that's not a low block problem because we scored 3 damn goals. That's a defensive problem.
Exactly.
So maybe it's the style of play we need to look at more than it is we can't break.
Yeah, we won't change it. We won't change it.
Exactly. Big fair.
Just more concentration is needed.
Klopp said, go back and listen to all Klopp's interviews this season. He always talks about We lost
Yeah.
that concentration.
That's it. I agree.
Says it all the time. And like he says, yeah, we play a high line or how high everyone wants to say we play.
Yeah.
But sometimes our players have got to run back. He says it all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't run back. We just all stand there and everyone looks at each other and like, shit, he's 5 yards in front of us now. We ain't going to catch him. You know?
Yeah, Jay, didn't it happen yesterday? The one when it scared the hell out of me actually. You know the one when Matip was left on his own?
Yeah, Neto went through.
It was 3-on-1.
Yeah,
and then they crossed it and he just missed it. Oh my God.
Balls to pass up.
I was so scared, bro.
Everyone just looked at each other and like, shit, Virgil's not here.
I was just watching Matip and I was like, this poor guy is trying to sprint back and he's got 3 of them on one.
I like, look, I've said like yesterday, I absolutely love Matip. He's a tremendous centre back, but I do see errors in his game when Virgil ain't next to him.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah.
But that
I used to see it with Vidic as well.
That don't mean you're a shit player at the same time. You know
I agree. I used to see that with Vidic all the time. Anytime Rio Ferdinand got injured, he looked weird, bro.
It didn't look the same. Yeah.
I mean, that's actually quite normal, to be fair.
They say that about Varane when he was at Real Madrid.
Varane without Ramos was terrible, bro.
When Ramos went back, because Ramos was the leader. No matter.
The worst thing about that is Ramos ain't even that good, but the fact that he's good at organising.
Leadership mentality, ain't he?
Yeah.
Got. Like, break people's arms to win the Champions League. You know? Name. I love the fact he said it was an accident. Do you know what makes me laugh about Ramos? That shit assery when they were at the award ceremony later.
Bro, that's the worst clip of all time, man.
He had her on the shoulder when he walked past him. Such a bitch.
You always wonder with stuff like that, innit, Jay? Like, we hate it, but if he played for us, secretly you'd be like, what a guy, man.
Oh, yeah, it's a bit like Suarez.
This geezer put him in an armbar early in the game, bro.
I mean, Ronda Rousey would have been happy with that armbar. You know what I mean? That's a proper armbar. I just love the fact that you get shit housery players that you love when they're in your team, but when they play against you, you can't stand them. A bit like Suarez when he came back with Barcelona.
Suarez,
couldn't stand
Diego Costa.
Apparently, Apparently, Diego Costa's still 30 years old.
Nah, he's got a fake passport, man. This kid's 49, bro.
The man's in his 50s, surely. That man's got skin. He's had a hard upbringing behind. Noel Quinn City, that's what I remember of their history. Yeah, exactly. Newcastle, new level of sports washing, even the Saudi kit. Have you seen it? It's a Saudi flag in their kit. But hey, fuck it. You know, big up. That it is what it is. We can't do nothing about it, can we?
You can't do nothing about it.
We can have a giggle about it, but it's green and white, the same as the Saudi flag. It just, but I think they've had a green kit before as well. So, you know, I think it's just a coincidence, maybe.
They're what's that woman's name? You know that they've got their new chairman and that. What's the woman's name? The blonde one.
Statley or something like. She's actually a Liverpool fan.
Yeah, I thought that. But did you see, like, when they beat Arsenal after the game, the way she was hugging some of the players? I was like, there's something going on here, bro.
She looks like Lino from Thundercats. That's what I think.
Yeah, she does. She does. That's who it is. I was trying to think the whole time who she looks like. She looks just like him, bro. The whole face shape and that. My God. Oh, man. She really does, man.
When I first ever saw her, Amanda Stevely, and that's it, Amanda Stevely.
Yeah,
when I first saw her when she came to Newcastle, I was in my wife. She looks like Lino from Thunder. Because she's got that forehead that comes up and that like narrow in there. And I was like,
man. She got a celebrity.
And then my wife went, which we almost got a divorce about. Who's Lino from Thundercats?
Oh no!
Right,
we have to have a conversation.
Put the DVD in and go to educate you.
Nah, man, that is true, man. I remember seeing that. I was thinking, who does she look like, man?
I'm gonna get a picture of her now. Hang on.
Proper celebrity deathmatch face, man.
She had Botox or something, and it went completely wrong, unfortunately for her.
No, she chose to get the Botox, bro. I don't feel bad.
But she's a massive Liverpool supporter.
Yeah, she is.
Absolutely hugely.
So if she wanted to, she could have brought that money this way, man. Yeah.
And she's like 40% owner of Newcastle.
Yeah. Honestly, Jay, I don't know if I'd enjoy. Everyone says they'd enjoy the money and that, but I don't know if I would, man. I don't think I want to be one of them teams, man.
No. I like the way we run. Look how successful we are.
I like it.
You know what I mean? It's just
might be the ups and downs what make the good times better, man. I'll tell you.
Yeah. A morons race is not a concept. Jesus Christ, I'm that far back. You have Newcastle kit. If that proves nothing. I'm back, says Matthew. Race infuriating. Yeah. Funny England fans uproar. We booed the anthem, literally stormed the stadium in the summer. I know, exactly. Well up, Dan. All these idiots that made a mockery of English football by doing what they did in the final. But a few Liverpool fans, a few thousand Liverpool fans booing the national anthem is a newspaper outrage on every front page. Oh, this is disgusting. But it's not as disgusting as Prince William's uncle nonceing children. No, that's all right. But we're scouts booing the anthem. Yeah, all right.
100%, man. They were terrorising Italian fans as well before the game, man. So they deserve it, man.
Fuck them. Remember Hodgson when we lost 2010 top Utopia. Bye-bye Chelsea, showing you almost there. Big up to Hamid Hodgson. When we lost at home to Blackpool, we shouldn't be expected to beat these teams. I was on my fucking honeymoon. The Liverpool Blackpool game, I was on my honeymoon because we got married. Me and my wife got married in 2012 in Turkey, and then we were in holiday in Turkey for 2 weeks. We came home for 24 hours, and then we went to the Caribbean for our honeymoon for 2 weeks. So we're basically on holiday for a month.
Yeah.
And so we was in the Caribbean on our honeymoon, and we had this beautiful suite in our hotel. It's like this 7-star hotel, absolutely beautiful. And I was like, right, I know it's our honeymoon, but I'm watching Liverpool Blackpool. She wasn't that happy, but she went to the pool and drinking. And I was sitting there, and I came down after, and she's like, how'd it go? Don't talk to me. It's just to get a drink. And it's like, we lost to Blackpool. I think Charlie Adams scored. I was like,
Charlie Adams, man.
Oh, and then he came out of that comment after, we can't expect big teams like Blackpool. We're Liverpool Football Club. What are you on about?
Yeah, man. Hey, I miss Ian Holloway, though, man. I loved when he was in the Prem.
Yeah, he's great.
He's a box office, that guy.
Cavani middle fingered the United fans after the game, did he?
No, don't lie.
Come on, did he?
Please, somebody, that's true. Send Jamie the picture, please.
I need a picture.
That's hilarious.
Someone send it to me because that would be hilarious. No photo, no like fake photo. No, it was like a different hand. Did Ronaldo have a hang now? Also, apparently, Cavani gave the middle finger towards United fans when he got off the United bus. Jesus Christ. Okay. There you go. I heard United players are faking injuries. Are we all talking about a certain person? Ten Hag bust up with reporters already. Jesus Christ.
They're falling apart in the season and even, oh my God.
He's only just turned up and it's over already. This is beautiful. Well, some very great news. Van Dijk, Gomez and Fabinho are all fit for Saturday. Also, Thiago injured seriously Achilles. 48 hours to see how it responds to treatment. Big up Andrew.
Wow. Oh, Jamie, have you realised Andrew's picture? The first time he done it, he had a Fulham top on still. Now it's a Liverpool top.
Oh, Andrew's not messing around. Andrew's not messing around. The wars between Vieira, King of Gold. I didn't care for Patrick Vieira as a player, but he's done a good job as manager. He certainly has.
Yeah.
Right, let's get some more of these games. Sorry, man, I'm keeping you ages, yeah?
No, man, I'm all right, bro.
I just love having a laugh with everyone on these days. It's cool. Norwich 0, Tottenham 5. Wow. So
this is the most expected 5-0 I've ever
had. I think I said 6-0 to be fair.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you went far off, man.
Yeah. Kulusevski getting 2 goals. He's been great since January as
Top player, man.
Harry Kane and Son getting the 2, giving the joint golden boot with Mo Salah and Son. You know, I've said it for a while now. I think next season Tottenham will be a problem for Chelsea.
Yeah, they're going to be a problem. They're going to be a problem in the Champions League as well, man.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be a problem for City and Liverpool just yet because their squad. Yeah. You take. I said it. Someone yesterday. You take this front three out of Tottenham. Tottenham are pretty ordinary without the front three. I mean, their back line and their midfield and their wing backs are not. If they had Son and Kane missing for 10 games, they'd struggle. They'd struggle because Lucas Moura is terrible. And who's the Dutch geezer? He always looks overweight to me. I think it's
I know who you're on about, man. The striker.
Yeah, Bergwijn.
What's his name gone missing?
Bergwijn.
Bergwijn, yeah.
He always looks overweight to me. I don't know why.
Nah, Bergwijn's permanently overweight, bro. This is.
I think because he's short and he's got no neck, ain't he? He's got shoulders like that.
Nah, he's got lockdown body, man.
Yeah, he just needs to lean out a little bit because he could be a very good footballer.
Yeah, he's good. Technically good, man.
Yeah, but it's just this is a good win. Tottenham are going to be a problem. I mean, I forget their Tottenham's lineup up. Look, Lloris, who's still got 10 years at Spurs, man. But Davies, Sanchez, Eric Dyer, and Ben Davies. That's not a top 4 centre backs, is it? I mean,
no.
And then Højbjerg, Royale, Session, and Bentancur. That's what I'm saying. You take that front three out. You take that front three out of Spurs. It's not great, but if they can keep that front three fit next season and bring in a couple of additions.
Yeah, the bench is trash on it at the moment.
Yeah, I think they need for me, they need about 10 players before they can beat Liverpool.
Because they've still got loads of players that Poch had. That's why.
Yeah. They need to sort that out, and then.
Yeah, it's actually kind of crazy. They got players that Poch had, and they've had Mourinho in between, and they've still got them players.
But Chelsea, Tottenham should be looking at Chelsea next season, and I think Newcastle will be looking at what West Ham and that have done this season. And thinking,
I think so.
Why can't we do that?
Yeah.
Why can't we do that?
Big up Son as well, man. Yeah, Amazing.
Son's
clinical. Scored no penalties as well, hasn't it?
Fantastic football. He's very, very clinical. Very clinical.
Must be. He looks like one of them players who's a manager's dream to work with because he'll just follow instructions, man.
Oh yeah, totally. The Gallows are obsessed with us. It's strange. They certainly are. Guys, I might have missed a few of these messages. Sorry, guys. There's just so many. Fund the cat. But I'm not going to take it because she's a woman. I'm not going to take it. But she did remind me of it.
Yeah.
Everyone knows it now. Everyone's looking at it. I've ruined it.
Jamie, what have you started, man?
I've ruined it now. If I see a Lino face mask at St. James's Park next season, I might piss myself. And I can't get out of my head now. That's it. She's a woman. I shouldn't be doing that. LFC have no control of games. Went under the cosh. They come wide open. That needs to be. So I sort of agree with that a little bit.
Yeah, I agree a little bit.
So open.
It's not as bad as it seems, but
we were so open against Wolves yesterday.
You know what it is? It's because we're always trying to. Because when we're under the cosh, we're still trying to score.
Yeah.
Instead of just like taking 5 minutes off and slowing the game down. That's why.
We like
as much as everyone hates him to play, when Milner plays,
he slows it down.
He naturally. And to be fair, and Curtis Jones, they slow the game down naturally. So it's like. Maybe when we're winning games, especially like by 2 goals, it's time to get a midfielder on what can just hold the ball. That's where Curtis and that does their best.
Do you know what I love about Milner though? If he comes onto the pitch, he always takes someone out in the opposition.
Shithouse, man, old school Sunday league, man.
Straight into someone straight away, knows that, and then you never see that player again all match.
No, leave one on him, man. This kid took Reece James out in seconds, bro.
Yeah, and I didn't see Reece after that.
No,
he was gone. That's what you got to do, Jamie. There's literally a documentary where Newcastle owner is in it. Yeah, I mean she's been around the Newcastle scene for a while now because she tried to buy the club herself a couple of years back, and so she's been in around the club for a while now. Yeah,
she tried to buy it, and Ashley wouldn't sell it to her. The idiot.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Ashley. Love her already. I've got a thing with Ashley as well with Sports Direct. I'm going to say this now. So you go into Sports Direct, right? I swear their clothes are not legit.
I knew you was going to say that.
Their clothes are not legit. I'm telling you. You put their clothes in the washing machine, they shrink like Primark shirts.
Yeah, most of my gym stuff are from Sports Direct, bro. And I swear, man, a couple of washes and the size changes, bro.
They're done. And I'm thinking, no, this shouldn't be. I know you're, because I've always wondered how they do it. How do they do it? They sell like a Nike shirt for $5. I'm like, how do you do it?
I think they mix it, man. I think it's like 25% all real stuff, and the other 75 is just the cast off from the warehouse.
Yeah.
And then they just use that.
Because I've had so many t-shirts and hoodies. When you first get them, they look, these are clean, man. They look nice. You put them on, you wear them a few times, and a month later, you get them out of the laundry again. You're like, what the fuck's happened to my sweatshirt? You blame the wife for drinking it, and she's like, I ain't done nothing. He's like, what the? And it's every time. All my Sports Direct clothes. So,
Ashley, man, he's trying to cut corners. Do you remember he used to own British Home Store, man? And then where did that shop go? It's done now, isn't it, that shop?
I used to love it. VHS.
I used to love that shop, man.
VHS at Christmas used to be awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing, bro.
People might not even know what we're on about now.
Yeah.
England fans boo the Scottish and Irish anthem. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Big
we
up,
do.
Tony. Ban everyone.
To be fair, England fans boo everyone's anthem. I see my missus was pissed. Obviously, I told you my missus is Danish, and
Yeah.
obviously, you imagine what the household was like in the Euros. We had to play against each other, and my missus and her mum was on the other side of the sitting room. I was like, and then there was all like it was all good vibes, and then the England fans started booing the Danish national anthem. The look that my missus gave me, she's like, "This is disrespectful, man."
Like, it's nothing to do with me. Nothing to do
I'm like, nothing to do with me at all, man.
It is disrespectful. I don't get it. It pisses me off. And this, you should do a review of the 2010 season for those who moan about our current team. You know what? Hey,
yeah, it does put everything into perspective.
That's a shout. Hang on, I'm gonna take a photo of that. I'm gonna take a photo.
Yeah, do it, Jay. Jay, just start a whole series where you review all of the seasons since like Hicks and Gillette up until FSG. Do it, bro. 1 a week, bro.
I said that I could, because I think people might be shocked.
Oh, Voronin and Pennant, them man.
I think people might be shocked, and then look at the job FSG have actually done since they come in.
Mate, sometimes people moan about like Naby and that, and I'm like, bro, we had Paulson and Voronin, bro. Just leave me alone.
Christian Paulson, Jesus Christ, and Yankovic or whatever his name was. Jesus Christ, what was that? Joe Cole, for goodness, what are we doing?
We didn't get the proper Joe Cole either. We got that bootleg Joe Cole, bro. The old Joe Cole, bro.
We got Sports Direct Joe Cole. That's what
bro, you know the worst thing about that? I watched Joe Cole, play with Hazard at Lille, and he was great. And then we got him as trash, bro.
Yeah. It's fucking awful. It's just programmer's right here. Conte does have a poor European record.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, I think he did win. Did he win an international trophy of Italy? Did he win the World Cup of Italy, or was that someone else? I can't remember that. But
somebody else.
But it's the old geezer with the white hair.
It was Lippy.
Was it Lippy? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Now Conte does have a poor European record. That is true.
I think they'll focus on it though, because of Daniel Levy being the chairman. He's going to tell them to focus on winning the trophy. So
Daniel Levy needs to empty his fucking pockets. I mean, what is it they say about people like Daniel Levy? Short arms, long pockets.
Yeah, you know these movies that the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Like Captain America. You know the bald geezer who works for Hydra. He looks exactly like Daniel Levy.
Hydra, the bald geezer, yes.
Yeah, it looks just like.
Oh, Jesus Christ, yes. He does look like Daniel Levy. Jesus Christ Almighty.
Oh.
Daniel Levy is Hydra. That's all we know.
Yeah, man, Hell Hydra, man.
Because Daniel Levy is building his empire around it.
Yeah, so. Bro, Hell Hydra every time, man. This is what's going on. Harry Kane's Captain America, and he doesn't know what's going on.
No. He thinks he thinks he's a bit neutral in it all. No, not Amanda. Oh yeah, the Saudi government were in Newcastle. Yeah, I'll get you now, mate. Yeah. Will FC be able to compete with City next season? Strikers, Alvarez, Haaland, midfield, DM, De Jong, Graham Birch, left back, Rukiela, how will Liverpool manage? Well, yeah, we'll be able to compete still. Look, everyone's got to calm down on the Haaland stuff. You just got to calm down. Borussia Dortmund are actually a better team till Haaland joined them. I don't know if people know that. But
he was still 100% better.
But Borussia Dortmund have not been as good since Haaland joined them. And the thing with Haaland, Pep's going to have to change, or Haaland's going to have to change the way they play. Haaland would have been actually better suited to Liverpool because we played.
I don't think Haaland can change his game as well. So
Haaland style of play. Haaland is very. This is why Haaland gets a lot of injuries because he likes playing that high, aggressive, attacking, direct football. He likes to get in a position, and once he's in the position, he wants the ball, and then he'll score the goal. With Man City, they might pass the ball 30 times before he even gets it ball in the box. And that doesn't suit Haaland at all.
I think he'll be better for them in the Champions League, but in the league, I don't know, man. The thing is, I understand what everyone's saying about Man City's new players and that, but realistically, bro, like, how do you make them much more better than they are, really? Like, everyone keeps saying they don't have a striker, but they've just won the league, and they've got as many strikers as Liverpool have got. And to be fair, for me, the person I would worry about more is Kukurea joining them because that's them better in defence. But what it does mean is, even though I was worried about it, well, somebody has to move them, don't they? Because Zinchenko, remember, usually they have Diaz, Laporte, Walker and Cancelo, that means one of them can't play. So
Yeah.
I don't know if it makes it weaker or stronger, to be honest.
No, exactly. Right, let's get to the last two games before we call today. So I've got a school run to go and do, I just realised. So, yeah, Man City won the title, as we know, guys. But look at that. Gundogan came on. Basically, for Liverpool took it down to the last 15 minutes of the season. So there was no throwaway, guys. Liverpool did what they did. And City, unfortunately, were just a better team. And for the first time since 2009, I believe, Man City came back from 2-0 down to win a game of football. To be fair, they're usually in the lead. So,
to be fair to them.
But yeah, look, they won 3-2. They got the job done. Villa boys, I can tell you right now, Stevie would be proud of his Villa boys. They put on a great show. Unfortunately for them, City do what they did to Villa, that they do to everyone else. They just completely kill their legs after an hour. With all the continuous pressing. And it just kills your legs. You can't keep taking that sort of press for 90 minutes. The only team that can do it at the moment is go up against it is Liverpool itself, because Liverpool do exactly the same thing. So, yeah, Villa did well. Anyone blaming Stevie is ridiculous and stop being stupid. Coutinho can't play 90 minutes. Don't matter who it's against. He can't play 90 minutes.
He can't play 90 minutes.
And he had to come off. And that's Stevie's player. You know, he can't afford him to get injured going into next season. So, yeah, big up Stevie and his job he's doing.
To be fair to, I think Gundogan must be the most underrated player.
Yeah, it's tremendous.
This guy, he came off the bench against Real Madrid and scored as well.
Yeah, he's a tremendous footballer.
And then last season, he should have been player of the season. I don't know how De Bruyne got it over him. He was the top goal scorer, wasn't he?
That picture there, you are right, and that picture there is so docked. Look at the fans.
Yeah, they've just photoshopped the fans from the bottom and put them at the top.
Have you gone back and seen the trophy celebration? It was half empty.
Half of the stadium was gone.
And that ain't away fans. They just don't give a shit. They don't care. Hi, Jamie and Mod and everyone watching. Hope you're well. Big up Ian. Please invest in City fans after your assault by Olsen. Yeah, that bloke's a prick.
That City fan's an idiot. He ruined it for his own football club.
Yeah, it should be banned now. Should never be allowed to watch Man City again.
You know what they're going to do, innit, Jay? Because this has happened like 3 times in a week. If this carries on, they're going to end up blocking off the stadium where the players are sitting.
It's like Italy have around.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just horrible look. Horrible look. It's like we don't learn. I mean, Liverpool fans to this day don't want even safe seating at Anfield because a safe standing at Anfield because of what happened at Hillsborough.
Yeah,
it's like people can't be trusted still, and it's ridiculous.
It's all for social media as well, man. It's all just to run on the pitch and take selfies.
The thing is, if you've got a stadium of 50,000 people, unfortunately, you're going to get a couple of pricks in it. You just are. And they're the people that are going to get on the pitch and do things like that.
It's weird because this all started with kids doing it, man. Like a few months back, there would always be like a little 10-year-old running on the pitch trying to get a picture with someone.
Yeah, but
which is no harm, obviously. But now I don't know what's going on.
Kid out, can't you just put them back? You know what I mean?
It's yeah.
But when you're a 30-year-old man doing it, it's like, you know, 10-year-old boy is different. He's a child, but you're a 30-year-old man.
And they got to start giving out lifelong stadium bans. They can't keep giving this 2-year stadium ban business.
No, just never can go to a football stadium.
Yeah, because remember,
you're alive.
Jay, you know what it's like, especially how they've changed football now. Like they give you this flipping contactless thing on your phone to get in stadiums with now.
Yeah, I know.
Like, how are you going to know it's that guy? He's just going to take someone else's ticket.
Yeah. Because they don't ask for proof if you are that person.
Don't even search you. They don't search for it.
You just basically go like that and just go tap and you walk through. It's like when you go on a bus or anything like that. You just tap and walk through. And that's what you do at stadiums now.
Roy Keane said it best yesterday. He said at some point, if they don't nip it in the bud, it's going to get worse and someone's going to run on there with a knife or something.
Now, what happened to the old turnstiles where the old fella used to stamp your ticket? You walk through your turnstiles.
Simple.
You know what I mean? Just do that. Go back to that. Right, let's finish off the Mighty Reds. Liverpool 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. Tremretto took the lead for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Absolutely carved us open in the first 3 minutes. We said it yesterday.
Man. What a player.
He's a great little player. We said it yesterday on the show. Now, that's how our stadium looks, by the way, guys.
Come on.
We said it yesterday on the show. Like, Liverpool, when Virgil ain't playing, are a completely different outfit. Virgil he's the marshal. He's in charge. He's the governor of that back four. He just goes miss. I mean, I think for me, our two most important footballers on our pitch is Alisson and Virgil van Dijk. And I won't have my mind changed. I just think they're the two most important players Liverpool Football Club have. Because I think you can buy attackers and replace attackers. Because I think if we get attackers that are decent and can score goals in this team, they will score goals and be decent in this team.
Yeah.
But you can't, for me, I don't think you can replace Virgil van Dijk and Alisson in this football side. I really don't. And yeah, I mean, you just see Alisson's save percentage. I mean, he had another one-on-one yesterday. Man's ridiculous.
Great save yesterday, man.
It's just so good.
It didn't look like he saved it until you see the replay and you realise.
No, it's just a little toe. It's just a player. Mane getting a goal. He almost had another one, but it was chalked off for offside.
The one that was chalked off was a great goal as well.
Great goal, great movement for the goal as well that Mane's got. He's got that great movement in that number 9.
Yeah, Thiago with the back heel as well, the assist.
Oh, it's beautiful. Mo with the goal as well. Nice goal. Mo came in and got involved. I'll give him his due. He came in and got involved. And Andy Robinson obviously getting the third one for Liverpool to seal Liverpool season up. And guys,
yeah, look, Jay, I must say, man, I really hope. I know there's all excitement, but everyone gets so excited about new players and all that stuff. But I really hope Salah stays. Just thinking of it now, I'm like, that'd be a terrible way to end his Liverpool career. Just like, yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, big up Jared, big up Ali as well. Look. I want Mo to stay, but at the end of the day, I don't want this contract problem going into next season. Just can't.
No, I agree. After what happened with Genie, I don't want that.
He either signs or he leaves. It's as simple as that. Obviously, I want him to stay. And then we have Carvalho, Salah, Diaz, and Jota. That's a heck of a front five. And we're done. But guys, talking about that, we're done here as well. I've got a school.
Brilliant, Jay, man. Thanks for having me on, Brigger.
No problem. So, guys, we will be. I'll be back tomorrow with a video, and then I'm back Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm doing my season review with the boys. All the boys will be here Wednesday at 8 p.m. for the season review. That's going to be a good one. And then I'll have I've got a lot of Champions League videos coming out this week as well, guys. So make sure you watch out for them. Champions League previews, lots of stuff going down. I'll probably have a video up tomorrow talking about Carvalho coming to the club. So look out for that as well. So, guys, thanks for everyone joining. As always, and subscribing. I've had a couple of new subscribers.
Give everyone in the chat, man. If you haven't liked the video already, like the video, subscribe to Jamie.
On your way out, guys. Smash it on your way out. 34 likes. So get out to 40 on the way out, guys, if you can, at least. Thank you for everyone. Yesterday, my video did 14,000 views yesterday and 607 likes, which is nuts.
Brilliant.
So big up to everyone. Big up Charlie. Nice
Charlie.
show, you guys. Hit hot the like button, but we know what you mean. Hot button is
big
hot.
Up Tony, man.
The like button is hot. Big up Tony as well. Our Irish Red. Guys, see you all tomorrow. Take care.